Sorry guys, my computer decided it needed to take a quick nap and it just completely froze and then shut off. So be it. But hey, that's why you gotta subscribe, right? Because if you're not subbed and my stream goes down randomly, you lose me, you know? It's just gone. All right, looks like trading Webull's actually about down for maintenance here. So yeah, let's get our trading view up. Yes, please guys, re-smash that like button for me. We had like 41 likes and then my YouTube and everything just decided to crash. So let's go trading view. Let's get our stuff back up here. Doge. Dun, dun, dun. RBDS, what's going on, man? Welcome. We're back, guys. If you could, well, there's probably not much you can do, but don't forget, hit that like button, and if there's any way for you to share it with people, try and share it so we could get our viewers back. That was pretty unfortunate. We had a nice high volume stream. A lot of people in here. 41 likes, had like 40 people. Then my computer crashed. Unfortunate. Webull's actually down for maintenance at this moment, so we're going to temporarily use TradingView's charts. There we go. What's going on, everybody? All 10 of you. We'll get everybody back here in a moment. Man, all good. Saw a Doge sticker on car today. Really? Did you? That's pretty funny. I always feel awkward because I have a Doge shirt and I wear it out sometimes. I'm like, there's going to be some people that are going to be like, to the moon. But then there's going to be other people that are like, look at this idiot. You know, the Bitcoin buyers that look down on Dogecoin supporters. But I still wear it. Got a rep. Was it a Tesla? That'd be funny. Diaries, what's going on? How's Bitcoin looking? We bullish or bearish? Yeah, let's flip. I know a lot of people are going to come to this stream and want to see Bitcoin, but if anybody understands cryptocurrency, they won't mind us looking at Bitcoin. I mean, they want to see Doge, but if anyone understands, they won't mind us looking at Bitcoin. All right, because we need to know what's going to happen here. So let's just keep it here for a moment at least. We did see this big rejection recovery move here. Why does this look so much different than Webull's chart? It's kind of throwing me off. How is this the 3-minute time frame? We are just kind of neutral still. Overall bearish quad up, but you know. Yeah, sorry guys, my computer just randomly froze, completely froze, and then shut off on its own. So sorry about that, but we are back. Is there news about to be released? I've been keeping up more with AMC than Doge, feeling that guilt. It unfortunately wasn't a Tesla, but it was cool to see. There's no news right now for either for neither Bitcoin nor Dogecoin. So we're just kind of doing our own thing here. All we know is that we're following the Wyckoff accumulation pattern so far, and what that calls for is we should be bouncing off the 33,000 level here and taking off and making a recovery for good in the market. So if that does not happen, that means we've failed the pattern we've been following all this time. We're probably going to see a ton of selling and new lows being made here. Bitcoin back to 20,000s. So that's kind of what the stream watch is for. But other than that, there's no news per se. But this is definitely a big deal. Just gonna grab some tea. We'll be back. Awesome. Okay. Sounds good, Amanda. Count Billions, what's going on, man? Staying awake just to plan what to do. I think the sad news on AMC is that the hedgies are winning, at least for the short term. They literally can't leave their shorts uncovered. Yeah. They are, yeah, it's sad. They are winning. And what's sad is that they like basically didn't sell as like a slap back in the face to all the retail traders that were like, we can squeeze you out. And they're like, you know what? No, we can't. But to be honest, this is what I've been saying from the start when it came to the meme stocks. It's going to be much harder to trigger a short squeeze now because all of the hedge funds expect retail traders to do what they're doing. At this point, they've got to be smarter as time goes on. So yeah, you might get a couple firms that are idiots and still decide to short it naively, and they're just like, you know, well, I don't think the retail traders will, and if it happens, then we'll sell or cover. There could be those, but for the most part, people are now informed and they're expecting the retail traders to try and get squeezes out of them. They know the game. They've already got squeezing out billions of dollars. You don't think that they've had meetings about it and talked about it? So the point being, the hedge funds that still decide to short these stocks are hedge funds that understand the risk and are willing to play ball, which means it's going to be more difficult to get them to cover because they already know what they're getting into at this point. You know what I mean? It's like we caught them off guard a couple times, but now they're no longer caught off guard. And if they decide to still short a meme stock, they are shorting it deliberately, knowing that there's the risk that the retail traders try to get a squeeze out of it. But now the mentality that the hedge funds are going to have is, well, the retail traders are only going to have but so much tolerance for continually to buy and buy and buy and buy and not get a result. And eventually they'll give up if we don't cover. So it's like you've got this retail mindset where it's like, we're not selling, we're going to squeeze this thing. And that now the new hedge fund mindset of, well, we're not covering, you're not going to squeeze us. So, and I got to say, the hedge funds have more money. So if they're playing it the least bit smart and they're not going 100% short, leveraging themselves into oblivion to where they, you know, it's either they cover or they go broke from fees, they're going to be successful. And I think that's what we're seeing now. Is just retail traders didn't think that far ahead. I said this weeks ago, but I mean, now you look at AMC, there's literally, I mean, we hit $77, but we still didn't squeeze. So it's just playing out that way. But I don't know why no one thought of that. Maybe I should have made a video on it. My mistake. But if you were in my stream, you already heard me say that weeks ago. I just realized that I'm out of Reloads, bummer. Hey, what's going on, Richard? Welcome to the stream, man. I saw you got into the Discord group this morning. Good stuff. I'm holding over 7,000 Doge average at 40. That's not terrible. We'll get back to you. Averaging down, here's your opportunities, but either way, we'll be back to 40 cents. Shorting a $5 stock is so dumb. I mean, who does that? Hedge funds that are dumb. These days, shorting a stock that was valued much higher but is now that low isn't very smart. Because now we've got this retail awareness. They think they've found their way to making millions. And that's by screwing over the hedge funds. But I believe the new rules for hedge funds took effect as of today concerning leverage. They got to show collateral within an hour now. Wow. Well, that could be really good for the retail. Don't forget, guys, if you could like this stream back up for me. If you were in the last stream a couple minutes ago, we know we were up to like almost 50 likes and like 50 viewers, and the stream crashed because my computer decided it needed a nap and shut off. So if you could get the likes back up for me so that we can still get back to where we were with the YouTube algorithm, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for those 2 people that just hit that button. Appreciate you. Race to the like button, and those next 2 people, thank you again. The thing is, of course, our charts are really well drawn out on Webull, but Webull is going to be down for maintenance for about another 25 minutes, so we need to wait that out. In the meantime, we're going to use TradingView. I don't like drawing lines on TradingView. It takes too much effort. You have to always click this button. I guess you could do Alt-T. It's just a pain in the butt, man. So yeah, not even going to bother. I have too many lines charted out. No reason to duplicate them. I'm still believing in the AMC squeeze. We can do it. I would love to see it happen, but I must say I'm not seeing it. Maybe a new high of like 80, 85 bucks, but if we're talking an actual squeeze, which would probably be to like $100, $200, I'm not seeing it. But I would love to see it happen. If you need a new computer or parts, Newegg accepts DOGECOIN. Yeah, I heard that, which is great news. I wish that news came out at a better time so that we could have had that as a catalyst. A lot of the news that we got for Dogecoin got shadowed by the fact that we were in a crashed market. So our Coinbase, our other stuff, you know, we got very small bursts. And even now, you know, Elon tweets, it's very hard to move Dogecoin. Our market cap has gotten higher and we're in a crashed market. It's two things that are bad for volatility. So why did my ring light turn off? There we go. You can see we're consolidating at the 200 EMA, but we are a little low volume. There could be a fallout out of the bottom. What is that? 33.4? 33.4? Yeah, so we're still right here. The rebound will be great, though. Hey, you know, Bryce, what's going on, man? You know anything about the Elliott wave pattern? Sent a video about a guy talking about in the Discord. Thoughts? Let's go ahead and take a glance at that video now. I saw your chat, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So let's see. We've got a couple minutes here before a decision is made, so we can venture off a little bit into more information. Here we go. Oh, let's pause.
Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals. This is the OG in the house.
Hang on.
OG in the house. This is our 9 o'clock Bangkok update. Guys, wow, it's just amazing, huh? We've had that Elon Musk tweet, you know, it's just mind-blowing that finally Elon gave us a tweet that we've all been waiting for, right? Woo! Release the Doge, guys. So the Doge is being released on the world. The Doge is spreading the good vibe. Doge spreading the love, guys. Don't forget the hashtag campaign. Doge spreading the love, guys. So that's so fantastic, guys.
We'll kind of skim
before we
through,
get into
but
the content, I've got something amazing. Believe it. Daily.
Let's see what he has to say about the actual pattern. Does he? Okay, he does show it on screen.
It's really important that you do your
go.
own risk management. That's totally. Let's look at the trend and let's see where that's going to take us, guys.
So basically, a little precursor for this video. There's apparently a pattern called the Elliott wave pattern that it looks like Dogecoin is following. So we've been talking about the Wyckoff pattern that it looks like Bitcoin's following overall, but apparently there's another pattern to consider. And so what we're going to do is just take a look at this. This was recommended by Bryce. So let's see what this is all about. We'll kind of skim through
pull the chart
while Bitcoin's trading sideways right here.
Elliott wave
Bitcoin and Doge.
on this chart. So I pulled the chart as far back as I could on a weekly and measured 3 waves up. You can see that here. You can see wave 1, then wave 2, a major retracement, and then a huge rally up to wave 3. So what you're seeing is a wave 4 correction. And this is something that we called for a couple of weeks ago, guys. So you can see here, this is definitely a wave 4 correction and came down from major support levels. So Doge needs to break out from major resistance to help us complete wave C of 4 and then move up to wave 5. This looks like it's been a major wave 4 correction. So there's a lot of potential we can even break higher and hit $2 incoming very soon on wave 5. Alright guys, hopefully you guys understand what Elliott wave formations are, understand the patterns. We went through wave 1,
looks like Bitcoin's about to break
wave
up
2,
here, we'll see.
wave 3, wave 4, and now it looks like we could be entering wave 5. And wave 5 is really, it indicates a big upside, and you know, a big upside to $2.11. And you know, what we need to do is we need to roll past our resistance level of 33 to 36 cents. If we can do that, that's going to confirm that we're in our Elliott wave, fifth wave, the Elliott wave pattern 5, and that should take us up to $2.11, guys. I'm serious about that. I ain't joking. I ain't pulling punches. That's serious. Now, we also have a lot of pressure there. If we're pretty bullish,
Kind of want to see.
I believe that blowing above 35,000 for the week, Doge is up. Doge,
I need to see that explanation again.
Okay.
So
let's look at the trend, and let's see where that's going to take us, guys. I pulled the chart as far back as I could, and I tracked the potential Elliott wave count on this chart. So I pulled the chart as far back as I could on a weekly and measured 3 waves up. You can see that here.
Okay. So let's try and figure this one out for ourselves, because I see the pattern that this is supposed to be following. So let's see if we can map it out ourselves. It looks to be a pretty obvious pattern, but I guess it's one that's respected. Called the Elliott wave. Oh my, that's not it. Hold on. Please fix. All right. So what he said, he went back as far as he could. That means we probably need to go daily. Oh, maybe that was a bit much. I think it was maybe 4 hour. What were the significant price increases? So this was like, okay, there was this to here, here to here, here to here. Oh, this is really hard to look at, not gonna lie. I don't know. Never mind. I don't have the patience to map that out. But you see what he's saying. Basically, there's just what looks to be a kind of obvious pattern where you get this, like, I'll just kind of draw it out in case anybody kind of missed it. There's some price action, and then you see this, like, up move, a downswing, consolidation, a higher up move, downswing, consolidation, and then, like, a big move up. And then it starts trading sideways, and it does that for a while, and then it repeats at the next level. Upswing, down move, consolidation, and then it just keeps going higher and higher off that pattern, like a 5-move pattern. Like 1, 2, sideways, 3, 4, sideways, up, makes a new high. So he's saying that looking at Dogecoin, he's seeing that happening again. So that could be great. $2.11 is a very specific price that I don't think he even explained there. I would love to know why so specific. Like saying $2 is one thing, but then saying $2.11 is another thing, especially since we've never been anywhere near $2. That's very specific. But yeah, that'd be cool. Let me read some of these comments too. And we don't have much longer till we'll get our Webull back, so that's great. Don't forget, when Webull goes down in Robinhood, we usually do see a drop off in trading volume. Usually nothing really happens, which is contributing to us trading sideways here. Guys, again, hit that like button if you haven't. We have like 40 viewers. If we can get back to 40 likes, which we were at before my computer crashed a couple minutes ago, that would be amazing. I appreciate that. This music will be loud, so hang on. There we go. Volume fixed. All right. Thank you for those 2 likes, guys. Appreciate that. Now we're at 21. Let's see if we can get to like 30. If you haven't hit that button yet. Try and get our 50 viewers back. The like button equals success with the YouTube algorithm. Let's see. If you are waiting to sell at $1, 95 cents is the real target to make money. Yeah, anywhere in the 90s. Definitely not $1 exactly. Oh, I'm reading out of order here. Once we break 75 cents on Doge, $1 will hit almost instantly. Yes, 100%. We were on our way to $1 SNL night. We would have gotten probably at least into the 80s if the whales didn't sell at the top and sparked a panic. New traders, all they heard was sell the news, sell the news. They didn't know what a news sell actually was. Once they saw people start selling, they thought, oh, time to sell the news. But that wasn't it. But it sparked enough panic in people that didn't know what they were doing. That's the only reason we failed. Too busy at work. Most of it's talking. You might need to... Oh, yeah, I did skip. I got $3,500 for Doge if it crashes back down to teens. Awesome. If you're waiting to sell at $1, yeah, definitely never sell. If you see price targets to like buy and sell at, always give yourself a buffer. So if you say, oh, it looks here like we should get a clean buy-in opportunity at 30 and a sell at 40, definitely buy in at like, you know, set your buy. If it's going to be a dip buy, set to catch it a little earlier than that. So like 32 or 31 cents, not 30. Set to sell earlier than that as well. So not 40, but do like 38 or 39. That way you guarantee you get filled. So many people in this chat that have been trading with me have gotten too greedy and gotten screwed over. Trust me, it happens all the time. It's happened to me too, all the time in the past. I've learned my lessons. Elon's tweet didn't make that much of a difference today, Michael says. Doge just followed Bitcoin movement. That's what the main reason you believe Doge will be $1 in the long run. Without Elon, what makes Dogecoin special? Actually, Elon Musk has almost nothing to do with why I believe Dogecoin will hit $1. In the beginning, Elon Musk was one of the main reasons people thought that Doge would hit $1, right? So before the SNL event, Elon Musk was the price mover. He would say something, the price would go up. The more important what he said was, the more the price would go up. We were in a volatility paradise, right? But at this point, Dogecoin's volatility has settled down. Much of the meme investors that were in Dogecoin that were just buying in for the hype, right? They've already left and moved on to other things that still move off hype, like very low market cap cryptocurrencies like Baby Doge and all that still move like 100 to 1,000% per day based off Elon Musk tweets and stuff. That's where those guys have gone. They've chased the next volatile coin. They're not really in Dogecoin anymore. So we don't really see that kind of buying off Elon Musk's activity because we don't have those buyers anymore. And a lot of them also have gone into the stock market. The thing is, though, when Dogecoin does really well, we get some of those people back because all they do is they chase what looks to be the best money-making opportunity very short term, and they're not necessarily good traders anyway, so they chase the pumps instead of being in for the pump in advance at the dip. They just chase the movement, and a lot of times they get burned, but they are buying pressure. That's all that matters. We don't have to be them, but they exist. All right, so, but our hitting $1, Elon Musk has a lot to do with it because he's backing it. But really, the biggest thing is Dogecoin for Tesla. That's where Elon Musk comes in. Not so much Elon Musk doing anything else to pump Dogecoin. Elon Musk has been quiet on Doge for like the last 2-3 weeks, and Dogecoin has done perfectly fine without him. We've had our lows and we've also had our highs with other news and just being a stable coin at this point, relatively stable, with no Elon activity. And that just shows that we can hold our own without Elon needing to support us. So we're kind of past the we need Elon phase and going more into this is why Dogecoin is our coin of choice phase, which is what gives it value. So that's where we're at there. Now, when it comes to hitting $1, Elon Musk does have a lot of weight in that because, like I said, Dogecoin for Tesla is going to be our major catalyst to propel us to like 2x in price at any given point, almost. I would say anywhere from like a 70 to 100% gain in price, depending on where we're starting from when we get that announcement from Elon. And you can say that pretty confidently by looking at how much weight it had on Bitcoin. Don't forget, we were at $60,000 per Bitcoin before Elon Musk said we're suspending taking Bitcoin as a method of payment. And don't forget that in the meantime, over these last couple weeks, despite that bad news from Elon Musk, there has still been good news for Bitcoin. El Salvador making it legal currency, legal tender, other places taking Bitcoin on. A lot of good news has come, but it has not moved Bitcoin's price up anything near as much as Elon Musk moved Bitcoin's price down with the Tesla news. And that's just a suspension, a temporary one at that. If it was permanent, Bitcoin would have crashed even harder and would probably be at like 20,000 right now per. Cut the price in 3 instantly. That's pretty devastating. Now, don't forget there was also some FUD in regards to the China thing, but that was just on top of what Elon Musk did. But it was, yeah. So if you kind of use that same kind of logic and realize how much weight Elon Musk's Tesla thing has on the price of, if it had that much on Bitcoin, imagine what it could do with a much smaller market cap coin like Dogecoin. It's pretty conservative to say that we can get near $1 when we've already been up to 74 cents off literally nothing, but people saying let's just buy it to buy it. No good news. We had almost no catalysts as of that time. It's crazy how much we've improved within like a month's time. Don't forget the night of SNL, we were on very few exchanges. We were really just on Robinhood. We've had so many catalysts since then. We now have news about the Dogecoin update coming soon that's going to reduce transaction fees by like, a substantial amount. Right now it's 1 Doge per transaction. It's going to be 0.01 or 0.001 Doge per transaction. That's absolutely massive. Also, Elon Musk said basically in one of his tweets a couple days ago that's what Dogecoin needs in order to be successful. He said like it's heading in the right direction now. Once he feels it's ready, we're going to see Doge for Tesla. He already made the announcement via Twitter and asked us like, is this what you guys want? We said yes. We know he's still backing it with the tweets that he even put out today and the tweets that he put out a couple weeks ago back when he was more active. So that's in the pipeline. We know this. On top of that, and the big thing about Dogecoin for Teslas is not even that it's just Doge for Tesla, but it's Dogecoin for a market-leading company that is absolutely massive and that is respected. So when we get that announcement, all of the other smaller retailers are going to take note of this new currency that these companies are starting to accept as payment. That sounds too much like a Stranger Things, 70s song. Let's skip that. But all of these smaller retailers are going to take note of what he did as a company, what Tesla did there, and they're going to start considering how do we factor this in as a method of payment for our products as well. And that's going to snowball Dogecoin with more and more announcements back to back to back. You're going to just see price increase and increase and increase. Once we can get back to the 75 cent mark, it is going to be very hard to stop Doge. If you caught my live stream a couple days ago, basically what I talked about was how trader mentality works as price changes. And I should make a whole video on this, by the way. Guys, don't forget, all 45 of you, smash that like button for me so we can get even more people. I appreciate all your support, but I would love for people to hear what I have to say here. So actually, let me read comments while you guys smash that button, and then I'll get back to this explanation because it's pretty important. Let's see. Not sure how he gets $2 though. There must be previous pattern. Those first 5, he does it on weekly, 8 hour. Oh, okay. Daily. The 8 hour chart is a perfect replica of Wyckoff accumulation. The 8 hour. That's what I was missing then. Okay. Do we even have 8 hour on? Yeah, see, we don't have that on Webull, so that kind of messed me up. I got a pretty decent idea off the 4 hour, but it was a little off. All right, looks like Webull's starting to come back online here. Is it completely Yeah, it looks like it's just about back online. So let's see if we can switch back to our charts of choice. In the video he does weekly. Gotcha. We need a $274 billion market cap for 2.1. Right, and that would put us right at about that would still be under Ethereum. That would still be under Ethereum. Very high push, but think about it. We go from 8 cents all the way to 40. Probably a hype thing. Pump the like button. Thank you, Jared. Could you explain the Baby Doge tweet from Elon this morning? Really, all he was doing was mocking the Baby Shark do song, but he said Baby Doge, and Baby Doge, the actual, because there's actually a Baby Doge cryptocurrency, and so that pumped like 100% or something crazy. But he wasn't talking about actual Baby Doge. He was just being funny in his mind. Stanka says, I don't see Doge going to $2 until it's being used as retail crypto payment regularly. It's still pretty fringe right now. Yep. It did make a difference. It went by an entire cent. If he didn't tweet last night, we'd still be consolidating 1 cent lower. Bright says, when Doge hits $1, I think it'll spark a huge celebration, sending it further unless everyone paper hands right. I'll explain that in just a sec too. I was just waiting on those likes. Thank you guys. You got us from 26 to 33. Let's see if we can get a couple more. And then at that point, I should also be done reading comments. I was watching and posted the moment on Discord. It pissed me off because I was going to buy in at that price point. That's unfortunate. I think he helped today since Bitcoin went down. If he did not tweet, I think it could have gone down. Yeah, we probably would have seen, like a 1 cent drop off or something. Think about the effect Doge acceptance for Tesla will have on Doge unless they come back at the same time, maybe. Maybe that's what we got to wait for first. Bitcoin to become more environmentally friendly. If here's our best case scenario. Bitcoin coming back online first and then Dogecoin getting accepted. That's the money move, not vice versa. If we get Doge for Tesla, that'll be cool, but it's really going to screw over how the market plays out and what our upside potential is going to be. Sean says 6 cents. Count billions. I just bought more. Doge was also nice. That's what I like to hear. Doge was also on Binance, the biggest crypto exchange in the world in terms of volume. It's about 10 times as big as Coinbase. Yeah, I get that, but the user friendliness of Binance is not the same as Coinbase. In my personal view is Coinbase is the go-to exchange in the same way that Robinhood is. Binance is more global, I guess you could say, but Coinbase is definitely more like the Robinhood as far as user base and then also ease of use. Binance is very not user friendly the way it's set up. So beginner traders, retail traders are going to be less inclined to use something that looks harder and more complicated because they don't know enough. Even myself, I go in there, I'm just like, oh boy, I have to figure out how to find what I'm trying to find. And I'm not a beginner trader. But Coinbase, you go in there, they're paying you to watch videos and learn about stuff. They're giving you all these incentives, all these sweepstakes and stuff. Coinbase is definitely the exchange for Dogecoin, in my opinion. And usually it's not, you don't have these like super high-end, super advanced traders usually buying Dogecoin. They'll probably be messing more around with scalping stuff and buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. Dogecoin is definitely more of like a hype, new trader, trade for fun type coin. So I don't think Binance was really its thing. It was a catalyst, but I don't really think that was the most important one for Doge. We need Robinhood wallets and we needed Coinbase. And time will, at this moment, obviously we didn't see too much because of the market crash when we did get the Coinbase, but we'll see a difference once we recover in price once we end up there. As you can see, we're starting to try and break above, I will drop the time frame now, the resistance line. Bought at 6, 12, 17, 24, 25. Nice, good averages. T minus 30 minutes until what? Basically, we're at a decision point where Bitcoin's going to decide if it's going to follow the Wyckoff accumulation pattern and break out of here, head towards 35,000, break out of there, and then break above 36 and take off for its actual reversal back to where it belongs, 40,000s, 50,000s, or if it's going to fail the Wyckoff pattern end up coming down here, and then all the people that thought it was going to follow through end up selling, and then we see a market crash. So basically T minus 30 is indicating in space, astronaut terms, that something's about to happen within the next couple minutes, and we need to keep an eye on the chart. This is a very, very big time event right here. Do I believe we'll see under 20 cents anytime soon? We could literally see under 20 cents today if Bitcoin fails this level here, but it's just dependent on which direction it goes. Does it continue up here or does it fail? If it fails, we can easily see 20 cents Dogecoin by the end of the day or tomorrow. Thanks, Porkchop. Appreciate that. Don't forget, everybody, if you're new to this stream, click that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, live streams like this every day. Also, I think we need another excuse for people to buy Doge would be needed at this moment for Doge to pump. That, or we need announcements to come in and the market to rebound. What price does it have to be to not be considered paper-handed? It doesn't have all that high to go. A few bucks at most. Yeah. Yeah, 7 billion people outside. It's not looking good. As long as I look at Bitcoin and it's below the MAs on the 1 hour, 4 hour, what do I think? So yeah, let's go up MAs. On the MAs, yeah, on the 200 EMAs, as far as that's concerned, as you go up above the day trader time frames, which is like 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes, and really right now we're making a decision at the 5 minutes 200 EMA. Our next level is going to be right around 34,000, according to the 15, according to the 30 minute, and according to the 1 hour, the 2 hour, and well, the 4 hours 36. So definitely 34,000 is going to be, if we break above here, the next level of decision. So very, very obvious at that point. We've got that 200 EMA meeting at the same spot on like 4 different time frames that are commonly used. So there will be something happening here, some sort of bounce, even if we break out. So what could end up happening here, based off that knowledge, would be a potential fake out move where we break out of this bullish flag to the top side, do a pullback, look like we're good. Long story short, we end up here, failing to break out of it, who knows how many times, making another come down, and then breaking below 33,000, which is going to trigger even more sell-offs after that. So that's another scenario, but that's why this is why I started this live stream early, so we can kind of prepare and start looking. Now, obvious other case scenario would be we don't even really break out. At best case scenario, we make a little fake out move here, and we just start heading back down and doing it that way. That would be much faster. I would prefer that way, so we get to where we're going sooner and don't have to wait as long. But we know how Bitcoin likes to do. It really likes to draw things out, so we'll see. Short term, though, we need to see if we're going to break out the top of this channel. Bryce says it's going to be hilarious if Doge hits $3 and all these clickbait YouTubers look like geniuses. Here's the thing. No matter which direction you predict, at one point you're going to look like a genius. If you predict we're going up or if you predict we're going down, everyone's going to have their moment. So it's literally like you can have no idea what you're talking about and just keep saying the same thing over and over again. Eventually, you will be a genius. So they'll have their time. $3, though, isn't completely impossible when you look at market caps, but saying $5, $10, that's clickbait for sure. And I'll talk about that in a second too. It's not looking good. Oh yeah, I read that one. On BitInfo, the top 100 wallets make block trades below the market price. What's going on? And is that volume reflected in the day's posted volume? That's a good question, David. I actually don't know the answer to that question, so I won't lie and say I do. I am not sure, but that is a great question. I'll have to look that one up. Ray says we need to have Doge do a big move, either up or down. It's been putting me to sleep. It's been putting everyone to sleep, really. And that's why, one, we got excited for the volatility off the drop to 16 because it actually gave us something to trade, which we hadn't seen in like weeks. And then two, we're excited right now because if we get this break up or down, there will be more volatility, more things to trade off of, and more money to be made, whether it goes up or down. So, but yeah, I definitely want to move here as well so we can actually do something. Gotcha. Thanks. Have fun. Absolutely. How much will I make if I put 500 US into Doge and it hits $1? So right now we're at 24 cents. 25 cents Dogecoin. So that means if we hit $1, you would have 4x'd your money. That means you'd have $2,000 US if it hits $1 if you invest right now. $5 every penny. Pork Chop says, any idea of the price tag of the payload on Doge 1 mission? And is SpaceX still only accepting Doge? I actually don't know the answer to either of those. The price tag on that mission, nor... I think they did announce it, though. But I definitely don't remember the number. And is SpaceX still only accepting Doge? That, I don't even think they announced. I think that was just for that one mission. I don't know if they've said anything else about other missions being funded by Dogecoin. But that's definitely something to look into as well. A lot of good questions, guys. Appreciate this. It's at the least giving me something to look up for all of you. Whoa, what's going on, all 65 of you? I had not looked at viewer count in like 10 minutes. What's going on? Don't forget, guys, click subscribe. So you can come back to these live streams. They are daily. If you like daily live streams on Doge, where we talk realistic information, and we don't say Doge is going to $3, $4 tomorrow and mislead, click subscribe. Any idea of... Oh, I read that one. Thanks. Absolutely, Davey. And Bryce says it's going to be... Oh, yeah, I read that one too. Yeah, that'll probably have its time. Thoughts on SHIB? So, SHIB is a risky play, but it is also somewhat not too risky as long as you're buying near support. But whatever you do with SHIB, I would not recommend going in large position size. SHIB, at the end of the day, is low market cap, and its catalysts are not set in stone yet. It can be a short-term play, just like any other play with a low market cap cryptocurrency that hasn't fully proven itself yet. There is always going to be high risk. So don't go in with a whole lot of money. I trade SHIB. Dogecoin is definitely my number one, and SHIB is not even close to my number, like top 3. But for volatility's sake, and just for the memes, I do have a couple $100 in SHIB. But make sure you're buying it at like 7,000 to 8,000 Satoshi. Don't really buy it much higher than that. Here's the thing. I've made a video on very, very easy money-making opportunities on Shiba Inu. Feel free to watch that video. But I'll also talk about that here in a second if you're still around. Thanks for the question, Ahmad. Good questions. G-Class Records says, so what's going on? We're waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do right here. Will it break up above? Actually, let me read these 2 comments and I'll answer yours. Doge to the moon tomorrow. What's going on, Jonathan O'Brien? Glad to have you. What Jonathan said? I would love to see Doge go to the moon tomorrow. Can I check how many short positions there are on Bitfinex? Yes. Quad Up says, I want to take a quick nap, but I can't miss this opportunity. I hate it when that happens. Happens all the time. Evagot, thank you so much for subscribing, man. Welcome to the channel. Now, to your question, G-Class. We're at this moment here where Dogecoin and Bitcoin, really the market leader Bitcoin, but we're also, of course, watching our beloved Dogecoin. This is all we really care about, right? Most of us here aren't actually buying and selling Bitcoins. But the market leader is what we have to watch to see what Doge will do next. Bitcoin is at this point where people have been saying that Bitcoin to the T has been following the Wyckoff distribution pattern, or accumulation pattern, rather, at this point. And when you do all the drawings, you could see we have been following it almost exact, and we are at this point right here. If you consider that we're at this point right here, you see there was the lowest low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and a higher low. On this third low right here, see 1, 2, 3. This was the point where it came back up to the previous high right there and continued to take off and make new highs. Then it pulled back and really reversed for the long run here. When you draw that out on your Bitcoin chart, you can see based off of the Wyckoff pattern, that means that right about here was the first low, the high, the higher low, the higher high, and then the third higher low. That should mean from here, this is the last dip on Bitcoin, which means the last pullback as well for Dogecoin before we see it retrace to the same high that it made here and then break out. Then it's going to get somewhere up here, do a bit of a pullback, and then it takes off for good, and we see the official Bitcoin recovery, which is going to drive the entire crypto market up substantially with it. So this video is we're watching this happen to see if the pattern's actually going to follow through, because people have been saying, including myself, that the Wyckoff pattern has been following this to a T, and we're at this part right here, which is right here. So if we are following this pattern, we bounce off this 33,000 support, head up to 36,000 Bitcoin, we continue to take off. Once we do, we head towards 40,000s, do a pullback, and then we break out for the first time in a long time. We break above this level here, and we actually start to see Bitcoin recover back to normal levels. When that happens, Dogecoin will get, take off like an absolute rocket, and it'll be heading towards like 40, 50 cents pretty quickly. So this is pretty big. That means this could potentially be our last dip buy opportunity. Here's the other reason we're watching and why you see in the title that it says to potential impact. It doesn't say to potential launch, though it does say also live monitor the launch. The potential impact, the crash that I'm referring to, would be if for some reason we do not follow the Wyckoff accumulation pattern here and we actually fail the move. Because up to this point, everyone's been pretty confident in it. And if everyone's confident in it, that means they're expecting this is the last dip and for it to take off. But that means that if people have been buying in on an expectation that this is the reversal and they decide to sell, and if they've been expecting this to be the reversal and it does not continue following the pattern, they are going to panic sell. If they panic sell, we break the pattern, and instead of making a higher high here, we'd end up doing a pullback, not holding at the 33,000 level and doing a pullback down to the previous low, which would be breaking the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. If we break that pattern, we're no longer following it, which means all those people that were believing we're going to go up are going to lose faith that we're going up because we're no longer following the pattern. At that point, we're already going to be at a really low low, a concerningly low low at 31,000 Bitcoin, which has never been good anyway, especially considering our bearish scenario. And so at that point, that could spark a complete market crash, because we only have one potential level of support under that, and it's weak. It only has 2 touches, barely. And the last time we even touched it, we made a new low. So it's not good to be anywhere down here. This is the danger zone. So if we do not follow the pattern here, and we break down, it could be game over for the crypto market, and we could be seeing new lows on Bitcoin and new lows on Dogecoin. So that's what this stream is all about right here. Watching this move and preparing. Now, don't forget, new lows on Dogecoin was 16. So if we fail here, we could be seeing anywhere from like 12 to 15 cents, optimistically. Could be lower if Bitcoin just keeps going and goes really, down to 20,000 flat. Then you could see closer to, 10 to 12 cents Doge. But we don't want to see that. I don't want to see a dip that low, but I wouldn't mind 16 cents again. I don't think anybody would, as far as, a dip buy opportunity is concerned. Another problem here that makes me think that the Wyckoff pattern may not follow through and that we could be seeing a crash would be the head and shoulders that was formed right here, that I'm sure a lot of people have seen and a lot of people are scared about. This was a pretty perfect head and shoulders move. If you look here, shoulder, pullback, head, pullback, shoulder, pullback, the expected bounce off support, and then you would expect an actual sell-off to follow that. So kind of all things are indicating that this will not hold and that we will see a disastrous crash. So that's my angle, and I'm sharing that with you guys so that you can be prepared. Now, if it does break out and we do see the reversal to, back to Dogecoin and Bitcoin normal levels, that will be awesome for Dogecoin. We know it's going to happen at some point. And that's why we're so bullish on Doge, because we know at the very least we can get back to 40, 50, 60 cents. We don't need even any more news or Elon tweets or anything to get back to normal. We just need the Bitcoin recovery to bring the market back to where it was already. We already have plenty of good news under our belt. Coinbase, Dogecoin update with lower transaction fees, faster speed, smart contracts. We already have catalysts. We don't need anything else to get back to 50, 60 cents, except for Bitcoin to pull the market back to where it belongs. So if that happens here, cool. But if not, more dips for us, right? And we love buying dips. So either way, we'll make money. But it's just deciding which way it's going to go. And now is kind of that time here, as you can see, because we're testing the 33,000 support level, and we're also in a flag pattern as well. So there will be a decision made here shortly. Hopefully that answered your question. And what's going on to all 70 of you in the stream right now? What's going on? Glad to have you. Click subscribe. Don't forget. My stream, sometimes my computer, just like it did an hour ago, completely shuts off and the stream just goes out. So if you want to find this channel again, just click subscribe. Thank you again, Ivagot. I know I pronounced that wrong, but thank you for subscribing. Maximilian Greenwood, appreciate the subscribe. Welcome to the channel. And RT. Also, don't forget, even if you don't want to subscribe quite yet, I understand, but hit that like button. That I do appreciate. No commitment there. Let's have a dank pump of 33K, Maximilian says. You mean like a strong bounce off 33,000? Let me drop a quick poll for everybody, because I'd like to know what your opinion is. Which way do you think? We hold it up. Oh, too many characters. Here we go. Here's a bit of a poll for everybody. Just a little questionnaire. Just feel free to answer. Last time we did a poll, we got like hundreds of answers. Like as people came in and went, they at the least answered the poll. So it's just cool to see as the day and night went on, and the price action started to play out, and how everyone like started kind of changing their answers a bit. So go ahead and basically, if you don't know what I'm asking, the whole thing we're watching here, if you just popped into the stream, is the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. Based off of that, at this moment, this is supposed to be a decision moment. We're supposed to do this move right here. A low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and then take off like a rocket in reverse. According to the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, we're right here, the last pullback, and then we're supposed to take off. If that's true, we should see this move up to 36,000 and a break above it, a pullback up here, and then a break above to like 40s, 50,000s Bitcoin. This is what everyone believes is going to happen. So my question is, now that we're at the moment of decision, because we're testing 33, do you think we're going to hold here and finish out the pattern? Or do you think that we're going to fail the pattern and break below, and then because of that start to see a crash, since everyone now is panic selling because the pattern that everyone's been watching and relying on has failed? Because you got to keep in mind, if people have been buying in, expecting the price to go up off this pattern, once they see the pattern break, all of that confidence they had is going to go out the window, and you might see a lot of panic sells. So basically, I'm asking, do we hold here and continue the pattern, or do we break below and end up in a market crash? What are your thoughts? All right, personal opinion, regardless of what I've said. It's just fun, you know, for fun poll. I like to do these, get everyone's vibe check. I missed a couple comments here, so I will catch up. And then we'll have to, we will have to wrap up the stream. Not at this moment, but I'm just giving everybody a heads up. So don't forget, subscribe before you do leave. If you do have to leave the stream, just click the button before you go. That way you can catch the next stream. It might be later tonight. If not, it'll be tomorrow. I'm also going to be dropping a how to trade course completely free. It's just going to be in the uploads on this channel. So I've been getting a couple videos out so far. You'll see them trickling. So if you have any questions on like what is support, what is resistance, which I made a video on already, but then what indicator should I use, what brokerages should I use, what time frame should I trade on, literally anything, there will be videos. for free. Elon is announcing something big tomorrow. Why do you say that, Jonathan? What's the best upcoming crypto? AMP has a lot of potential. I think it's a little underrated right now. So I'd say probably AMP coin is low market cap and a little underrated. Now, I don't know what the success will be because the way they created that coin, it's successful off of use. You can't really pump it. So, I mean, it's just one of those coins that's not supposed to be extremely volatile. But the more people use it, the more that the price will be driven up. It's one of those, kind of like Doge. The more adoption it has, the more people make use of it, the more value it has. So I kind of follow closely to that coin because it moves in the same way off the same reasons that Doge does. But AMP is really cool as well. It allows you to instantly have transactions verified. You know, transaction speed greatly decreased. I was going to say increased, but the speed of transaction increased. The amount of time it takes decreased because they act as a middleman and they will instantly verify transactions on your behalf and then kind of act as that insurance between you and the third party that you're making the transaction with. And basically, if the transaction, you know, as it comes back from the blockchain after, you know, let's just say Bitcoin takes 20 minutes to verify your transaction, you're trying to send someone $200 worth of Bitcoin to buy some groceries from a grocery store. AMP acts as the middleman, instantly verifies the transaction on your behalf, so it'll tell the store it's been approved, even if it hasn't yet, and then it will act as the insurance, as the middleman. So it'll then wait for the response back from the block and making it viable for actual in-store purchases. So AMP is pretty cool. There's actually an app on the App Store if you're not familiar. Just type in Flexa, you'll see it come up. It's called Spend, but it's spelled weird. It's SPEDN, not ND. That part's backwards. And I did download it just to give it a try. It's kind of the first app on the Flexa network that uses that technology. Basically, you just deposit your coins onto it. Don't forget, you can't withdraw them, though. You have to spend them. So don't put anything on here to try it out that you don't want locked away forever until you go to one of these stores, because there's also only a couple places that you can use it at, all right? So if you don't go to like Petco or Baskin Robbins or something, like for example, that's why I only put 30 bucks a Doge on here. Until they get more places, I can't spend this. But basically, it allows you to make purchases with it in those places. And it'll instantly verify the transaction no matter which coin you're using on your behalf. So you can pay with Bitcoin in store, for example, something that you normally would not ever be able to spend in a store because it takes too long to verify transactions with. And Flexa AMP coin allows that to happen. So that's why I like AMP a lot. And Amanda, I hope you're still here because there was kind of your answer. But then other than that, I mean, there's a lot of other things. You've got like Polkadot, you've got Matic, you've got a lot of layer 2 solutions. There's a lot of up and coming cryptocurrencies. What I'd like to do with you guys is take a little more time to look into some of the really low market cap coins that people are sleeping on that have the most potential so that we can get an early jump on a reliable 100 to 1,000% gain opportunity, or maybe even more, 10,000%. Because keep in mind, if you go to coinmarketcap.com, for example, if you look, Dogecoin's market cap is about 32 billion. Something like SHIB right now is about 3 billion. So that can 10x pretty comfortably if it matched Dogecoin's value. Then that means if you start to go down into coins that are like 300,000 market cap, which would just take you going to probably page 2 here, any of these coins here, if they are successful and end up reaching any kind of value near Dogecoin's current value, which isn't even that great, you can see a 100x return on your investment. Something like Voyager token, for example, this is an exchange. This can probably go really high. Icon, you've got 1 inch. You've got some other things here as well. I'm trying to just look for some that I recognize the name just at a glance. Cartesi, someone asked me about that a couple days ago. I still need to research that for you. And yeah, there's just a couple ones in here. Any of these here can, 100x your investment. So your $1,000 could be 100 grand if you played it right. How crazy is that? And then, you go into page 3, it gets even lower. So these opportunities go beyond. So that's what I mean. Just, it's always good to have most of your money in something that you can feel confident in, whether that's your Doge, your Ethereum, your Bitcoin, Cardano, something stable, higher market cap. But then if you want to diversify, you can take a small chance on something else that you really have faith in that's lower market cap that could also potentially 100 or 1000x. But at the same time, if you lose it and it burns to the ground, you won't cry too hard, you know, because it was expendable money. So there's that. Fourth wave. Is there a point that Bitcoin falls to where you'd consider cashing out some of your position to buy back in a cheaper price? So I'm already out. I'm fully out because once I saw the concern starting to build around 33 and we didn't see a clear reversal, I just said, you know what, I'm going to wait it out. So I sold at a swing high, knowing that my sentiment was still bearish. I sold confidently at a swing high to wait to see what happens next. If we start breaking back up and we look good, maybe I'll buy back in at that point and have a break-even buyback. But if we start selling off, I'm just going to wait. Now, if you're saying if it falls to a certain level, where would I end up buying the dip? Probably I would consider 31 if we look nice there. If we go to 31 and we look strong, I'd consider that. 29 is not really somewhere I want to buy a dip, because if we go to 29, like you see I put the red line here, but this is orange. I don't think this is a super strong level. This is just a warning level. Like, we're probably about to crash if we go here a third time. If we hit here again, I don't think this holds. So I would not be planning to buy a dip at 29,000. I'd be preparing to brace for impact and buy a dip mid-20s. Whether that's, 28, 25, around 22 or 20. And I'm not saying that that's where it's going to fall to, but those are levels. So it's either going to be a 31,000 dip buy for me, or it's going to be probably waiting for 20s if we don't look strong at 31. But at this moment, I'm not in, except for my holding accounts that I'm not selling anyway, because I have like 1 or 2 hodl accounts that I just don't sell on, and I don't plan to. To the moon, absolutely, to the moon. I wonder if institutions in Wales haven't painted this near perfect pattern to instigate a crash when they're rolling out Bitcoin ETFs, ETC. Stock up as cheap as they can. Well, that's the whole point of this pattern, actually, is they're supposed to, the pattern starts forming, and if you did some more reading on this, let me zoom out a little bit and we can discuss the Wyckoff pattern, because I think this is interesting and something that you should know. Because what is the point? Well, first thing you should know is it is a pattern formed by market manipulation. So it's an intentional pattern that is formed. And there was somewhere on, I thought, this page where it discussed the intention, which is to give big money clear signals to buy back in. Right here. Let me briefly pause the music, because I want to just read what this says. And I'll speed read it, because I don't want to bore any of you guys. I'm only going to read like the 2 paragraphs here. Phase A, which is right here, it marks the stopping of the prior downtrend. Up to this point, supply has been dominant. The approaching diminution, wow, that's a weird word. Diminution of supply is evidenced in preliminary support and a selling climax. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Then you get a secondary test in the area. You get some new lows, etc., etc. Then it says, sometimes the downtrend may end less dramatically without a climatic price and volume action. In general, though, however, it's preferable to see the PS, SC, AR, and ST, as these provide more of a distinct charting landscape, but a clear indication that large operators have definitively initiated accumulation. So it's talking about these levels right here. Okay? Because it's called the accumulation schematic. This is after the downtrend starts, where the big money starts to accumulate at these points. They start to buy in cheap for the move up. After all the retailers are panic selling on the way down, this is the accumulation pattern where the big money starts to buy back in. It says right here, phase B, which is right here. In Wyckoff's analysis, phase B serves the function of building a cause for a new uptrend. So really the stabilizing, and it starts building the cause for potential reversal. It says in phase B, institutions and large professional interests are accumulating relatively low-priced inventory in anticipation of the next markup. So in this part right here of the accumulation phase off the Wyckoff pattern, this is where big money starts to get their signals to start buying in cheap, because they're now in anticipation of the reversal happening. This is a very forced pattern, and that's why it even has a name to it. It's common. The process of institutional accumulation may take a long time. Sometimes it could take a year or more. Just depends on the time frame that this reversal is happening in it. But obviously, in this case, that's not the case. And involves purchasing shares at lower prices and checking advances in price with short sales. And then blah 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 blah. Phase C. It's in this phase that the stock price goes through a decisive test of the remaining supply, allowing the smart money operators to ascertain whether the stock is really ready to be marked up. As noted above, a spring price is a price move below the support level of the TR, which was... Okay, I don't know. Never mind. We won't go too much into that. That quickly reverses and moves back up. It's an example of a bear trap because the drop below support appears to signal a resumption of the downtrend, but in reality, it marks the beginning of a new uptrend. So this pattern's literally made to fake people all the way out and catch people off guard, but the big money, the smart money, knows exactly what it means. So it is a pattern of hard manipulation that's supposed to signal a reversal. And that's why I've been telling everybody, just be cautious, be careful, okay? And here would be the bear trap. Usually when you see that we get back down to a new low and we even fall below it and make a newer low, usually that to most people is a signification that if we're now making a lower low, that there will probably be some continuation, especially on a major sell-off. But when you look at the Wyckoff pattern, that's kind of all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. And as you see here, same thing, all part of the plan. You get this major sell-off making a new low, but instead it's the spring for the reversal. And that's what we're starting to see here, the spring for the reversal. So right now in this stream, we're seeing if the pattern does continue to follow through. And if it does, this will be the last time we see these lows. So buy your dips now if you believe it's going up. If not, you wait it out. But we're about to find out. Whoops. All right, cue music. Also, thank you to Jonathan O'Brien for subscribing and Sky King. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Let me get back to some of your comments here, and then we can talk some more, because there were some other things I didn't answer. I wonder if institutions in Wales... Oh, yeah, I did read that. Let's have a dank pump. Yeah, that'd be awesome. A dip down and then a strong bounce. That would be great, but it might be past. Ray says, you're the best Doge streamer by far. Keep up the great job. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. There's a lot of Doge streamers, so I really appreciate that statement, man. Thank you. I've got says, we haven't seen a strong bounce since May. Yeah, we really haven't. Why are all the main stuffs happening during night? I'm too sleepy. There's like an Asian market. You know, there's people on other parts of the world that end up trading. It becomes their trading time once we're asleep. So that's why you see a pickup in volume. Down and big bounce up. Yeah, this could be it though. There might not be another down. If we're breaking to the top side here and we're going to do it with confidence, let me start putting up the EMAs again on the 30-minute. Don't forget it was at about 34,000. So if we break out of this, it is a bullish flag, by the way. If we can break out of that to the top side, there's a potential we stop here and reverse for good. If not, if we hold and start heading up, we could just be following the Wyckoff, and this could be it. So plan accordingly. This guy is the best Doge YouTuber by far. No nonsense, straight talking, knowledge sharing. Thank you so much, Mansadu. Jonathan O'Brien with the nice, I like that. I've got says better than Miles, which every day is the bottom and crypto is recovering. Matt Wallace is a gimp. Hey, Matt Wallace watches the stream sometimes, so easy. He actually subscribed a couple days ago. I don't know if you guys saw it on my Twitter, because I did, of course, pin it. But I gave him a shout out. This was on the 29th. As you can see here, he was in here. He said, Dogecoin to the moon. He said, it's me enjoying your stream. He said to press like, and he subscribed. So that was pretty awesome. That was just on the 29th, what, 2 days ago? Matt Wallace, I mean, he just has a different style than me, but I respect his hustle. So Magic says it's about to drop. Is that how you feel, Magic? Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, Kenny. I really appreciate that. Matt John says, just subscribed. Huge moves tomorrow. Tweet. Also, Elon the 2nd of July. Cryptic clues he leaves in his tweets. Very, very true. I think a lot of people could be thinking that too. Whenever there's multiple people thinking the same thing, there's usually going to be a price movement based off of it. So there could be a little bit of a Doge move up tomorrow, just based off that thought. Everything that could potentially be a play into being a hype run up, usually. Subi says, not again. King says, hello, family. Hello, King. King Auric. Quadup says, how do I feel about these altcoins getting made? I absolutely hate it. But that's why I keep my portfolio discussions like very focused, because you can there's thousands and thousands. There's actually tens and thousands of altcoins, and on the Ethereum network, it is very easy to make your own coin. There's even some YouTubers now making their own coin. I've considered making my own coin. Like, there's people that are also making coins for fun. Oh, Amanda, you missed it again. There's some people that are considering making their own coins just for fun, and these coins can get listed. So, is there really a Queef token? Yes. Yes, there is, Jason. So, there's a lot of, like, inappropriately named cryptocurrencies. That's what I'm saying. People are just making tokens for fun now. So, it can, the market's just getting really oversaturated with a whole bunch of junk. And so, if you really start getting too distracted by all these coins, and you're like, man, well, what if this one takes off? What if this one takes off? You'll end up having spread your portfolio so thin that you'll end up missing out on the real moves. That's why I just try and focus on the obvious good cryptocurrencies that look like they have long-term potential. A lot of these smaller things and the investment coins that are out, where the whole goal is to just buy in, and we're going to penalize the people that sell, and let's safe pump this thing. And then they name it like Safe Moon or Safe Pump or Safe Rocket or Doge, Safe Doge, it's the same goal with every single coin. They're all the same at the end of the day. There's too many of them. Even the creator of Dogecoin on his Twitter today was complaining about it as well, and yesterday. There's too many. Not all of them are going to succeed. By all means, it's your risk. It's your money if you really want to have fun and follow the movement. But you got to know at the end of the day, once the crypto meme hype fun time starts to cool down, where everybody's, the whole fun part of this, because this is a good time for a lot of people, and that's why they do it too. The whole Doge related thing, the whole Shiba Inu related cryptocurrency movement is for fun. Once people start getting bored of the Shiba Inu dog and a lot of those cryptocurrencies that really their only catalyst is having Doge or SHIB in the name, once that cools off, the overall underlying value of those cryptocurrencies and what they do is going to really start to show. And so you see where I'm going with that. A lot of those coins will end up decreasing in value at some point as people start saying, I've had enough of this. Let me go ahead and just bite the bullet, pay that 10% fee, and I'll start investing in something that actually I think has potential. And at that point, that's when you start to see that whole meme crypto market really start to collapse. So as a long-term investment, they're really not that smart at the end of the day, unless they stand out in their category as doing something different than the rest. And so that's the ones I focus on, the ones that look to do something unique, something different than the rest. Or if they do something better than the other ones in their space, which means that it can't be Safe Doge and Safe Moon and Safe Rocket and Doge Rocket and Safe, and everything. It has to be maybe one or two of those in that space of buy in and hold and sell. And save that do something better than the rest of the ones in that group. Like AMP, exactly, Amanda. It does something unique in its space, and so far it does it better than any competition. So AMP could be something to take a bet on, because it does something that nothing else does, which means it does it the best in its group. But as AMP has competition, if other ones start doing it better, then you might want to invest in the ones that do it, that look like they will in the end do it the best. Same thing with Ethereum and Cardano. Ethereum's the big dog right now. Cardano is supposed to be its main competition. If we start to believe that Cardano has potential to be better than Ethereum, and that's going to take a lot, then Cardano could be the play versus Ethereum. And we already see that a lot of people started to feel that way, because Cardano, even though it's not fully live yet with a ton of support, it's already gotten up to like beyond Dogecoin in value. So If this really becomes an Ethereum killer, it's going to times 5 in price, and it's going to be where Ethereum is as its competitor or even further up. So that's how that works. Picking the best of each category, or at least the ones that are cheaper that you actually see real potential with, not just YOLO picking a coin because you like the name of it. When will a confirmation for a development of Doge happen? All this speculation obviously is not working anymore. Carlos says, well, actually, according to the Doge devs, if you actually go to their Twitter here, Ship the People's Token liked my reply. I pretty much roasted the Shyatoshi Kusama. He's one of the developers for Shiba Inu coin. I just don't like the way they're doing things. Let's go to, what did you just say? I forgot already. Confirmation. Oh, yeah. So, Dogecoin devs. Right here. If you go to their page, you can see here what they retweeted and pinned. It says, today a Dogecoin, this is June 20th, by the way, so this was about, 10 days ago. Today a Dogecoin test transaction with the reduced fee code changes I put into the dev build of 1.14.4 passed. Relay miner inclusion in RX all succeeded. Thanks for the review and test. Doge transactions should get less expensive very, very soon. And then if you go down and they start talking about what the actual transaction reduction is going to be, which I think they spelled it out right about here. Hang on. All right, well, let's just go to GitHub so I can show you what I'm actually talking about. Done. I thought it was right here. Maybe not. I won't spend too much time on this, but I can tell you off the top of my head if I don't find it in a couple seconds. But I just wanted to prove what I was going to tell you based off of actual facts. Okay, anyway, the transaction fee reduction is from 1 Dogecoin. As you can see, if you do a trade, for example, with Coinbase, they charge you a little bit of a premium, but you'll see pretty quickly that as you start to, okay, well, that's not a wallet address. Will it let me? All right, well, I can't demonstrate it, but if I actually just go to my Dogecoin, that was weird. If I go to my overview, you can see my transactions, right? And you see that I sent Doge to another wallet with a fee of 1 Doge, 1.4 Doge. That's the actual fee. They're going to be dropping this fee down from 1 Doge per transaction to 0.01. A substantial reduction in transaction fee. And that's going to be coming very soon. And as you just saw in his tweet, he's already testing it. It's already been kind of implemented on their end. Now it has to be pushed live. So that's already ready. And then Elon Musk, in response to this, and we'll go back to the charts in just a moment. I'm just trying to provide you guys some information here. Let's find Elon Musk tweet. That was from today. Some Dogecoin activity. Great to see him getting back into talking about Doge. He did take a couple week break, which I believe was just not to lead people on too much when he didn't have any new information. But now that he's coming back online, that should give us a little bit of hope. It really wasn't that long ago, so give me a couple seconds. See this right here? Talking about the transaction fees on June 27th. Ross Nicoli, who's, I believe, on the development team. Yeah, it says software engineering lead by day, contributed to Dogecoin core by night. So he's one of the devs, said the Dogecoin fee change proposal is up. Elon Musk tweets and says, important to support. So it's very obvious that Elon Musk is still here waiting for this to go through. If he's tweeting saying it's very important to support this proposal, that just tells you that he's waiting on the transaction fee thing to be reduced so that he can actually go live with accepting Dogecoin as payment. Don't forget, from me to you and you to your friend, or you to a store where you're buying something cheap or something, or not a whole lot of transactions going on, you probably don't care about a 1 Doge fee versus a 0.01 Doge fee. For a high volume manufacturer like this to accept something as payment, it needs to be good, it needs to be stable, it needs to be efficient and worth using. You can't just say, Tesla, we put out, let's just say, 1 million vehicles per year, even though that doesn't happen. We're going to accept payment for 1 million vehicles per year with this currency that is not stable and that's really expensive to transact with. It's not going to happen. So him saying important to support gives us a big hint of what he's waiting on here, and he's trying to give us a hint as well. So let's just retweet that actually. Important to support. There's that. So we can see here that Bitcoin is still failing to break above. This is very, 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 very bad. Very bad. Couple comments to read here. Guys, I will have to end stream soon. It's already 7 o'clock. Thank you all for... I'm not leaving yet, but I just want to say now, thank you for hanging out. Don't forget, click subscribe. Before you close off my channel, click that subscribe button. We'd love to see you tomorrow. You can also follow me on Twitter in the description if you want some updates in between streams. I post there very frequently. Doge only. Doge and crypto only. Let's see. I like 1 inch. It's got some kind of big update yesterday. Cool, okay. And it's almost 400% above its... Oh, the all-time high was really high? Okay, so that's kind of like SHIB too, right? How the all-time high, like there was a big move up and then a sell-off, and now it's stable at a support. Interesting. Weakened compounds the fear too. Right, exactly. Interesting. Thanks for the explanation. No problem, Drew. When will a confirmation for development of Doge happen? Very, very soon, and we saw that via those tweets. Worth a punt with a tight stop loss? Yeah, agreed. I do like good show, but oh yeah, great content. I keep it on the background, and when it comes on and when I have to work, well, that means a lot. Thank you. I'm glad you really watch it like that and enjoy it, Josh. Thank you. Amanda says, hey, any updates? We're still waiting here. There's still potential this turns into a bullish flag pattern here. It's not giving up and breaks out the top. It's not over yet. Bet your wife likes 8-inch, dude. Jeez, bro. Yes, there is that token. That 33.6 resistance is strong. Sure is. It's just so low at the moment. It really is 5 cents on AMP. Lots of potential with a $2 million market cap. I think I see a potential head and shoulder forming on Doge 15-minute time frame. So normally if you see a head and shoulder, it should kind of be from a move up. I'm not really seeing it happen quite yet. Not quite. Unless it's an inverse, you know. All right. Was he unhappy with the Doge developers? No, he was just pretty much telling the devs and everybody else that it's very important to accept that proposal to reduce Dogecoin transaction fees, because that kind of determines the future. If we can't make Dogecoin better, Elon can't accept it as payment for the whole massive company of Tesla, which is a market-leading company. Like, memes are fun for us, but when it comes to running a business, you can't run a business off memes. It has to be viable. And the updates to better Dogecoin and make it more viable are important to being accepted by a company as a brand new method of payment. They're already familiar with cryptocurrency. It won't be hard, but you can see with the Bitcoin dropping that they take serious what they're going to take as payment. It has to be good from all angles. Bitcoin was decent in value, but bad fundamentally as far as blockchain is concerned, as far as mining is concerned. Environmentally not friendly. Dogecoin doesn't have those same problems, but it does have fundamental problems with transaction fees being too high and the model for that being outdated. And then there's some work to do on transaction speed. And then, you know, we'll have our pluses later on with smart contracts and all those things that aren't really don't really pertain to being able to buy and sell and transact, but they will make the coin more valuable. I think they did a trial run the other day. Yep. They said 1 to 2 months for 1.14.4 and quite a bit for 1.21, but the fees are coming in 1.414. Yep, exactly. It's midnight in UK, off to bed. Well, thanks for hanging out, Jonathan. Again, appreciate that subscribe. And wow. Matthew, what's going on, man? Welcome. Wait, are you and Richard related? Again, and thank you to Matthew for also joining the member group. Appreciate that. And did I get you a Discord link, Matthew? I don't think I did. I gave Richard one. Yeah, but Bitcoin runs the market and has an inverse head and shoulders forming. Time will tell. Inverse head and shoulder. Oh, inverse. You mean like right here? Yeah, my problem is that I don't see anything extremely obvious. I like to see the patterns be very, very clear. And here, I mean, potentially, you would have liked to see the high actually come back up a little bit higher, but it's a kind of weak inverse. We'll see. It could play out. There is the potential there for that to play out. It's a little lopsided, but sometimes that's how they are. So, you know, it's there. Do I think that China will start using crypto again? They really don't want any of our cryptocurrencies. So, no. No, I genuinely don't. They really don't want any of our crypto. They are half the reason that Bitcoin has still been crashing. They've intentionally been reiterating old news. Like, for example, cryptocurrency not being allowed to be used in China is not new news. That has been going on for a while now. I think actually over a year. I think it's been a couple years that they've had that restriction where you cannot use cryptocurrency to buy and sell. You can't do it. They allowed the mining of it, but you could not use it to purchase and sell goods. You couldn't. And they decided recently to contribute to FUD here in the US because of their strong dislike for our cryptocurrency by reiterating what they had already said. And then everybody here that wasn't quite aware, they started reiterating it as good news, and it caused a market crash. They really don't like it. So, yeah, definitely not. Bruce says, I just found your channel, and I already like it, brother. Hey, thank you, Bruce. Welcome to the channel. Glad you found me, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. And to everybody else in the stream, we've got like 83 people right now. If we could get all 80 of you to click subscribe, I would be at above 3,000 subs. So if you are enjoying the content and you haven't subscribed yet, consider clicking the button. If you're not, too crazy about, how long you need to give me before you subscribe, consider clicking the button. That's all I ask. And thank you. It looks like someone did. Thank you so much to Veronica Torres. Really appreciate your support. If there's anybody else, let's see how crazy we can go. Yeah, I wasn't sure how high the quote-unquote shoulders had to be. Yeah, I mean, it is forming. Don't get me wrong, it is forming. I always like to see very clear patterns, because if it's not 100% obvious, it can get very easy to get faked out by looking too much into it. But there is, we had a dip, a lower dip, and then a dip back to previous low. What has to happen here is this needs to actually reverse, because until it can do that, it's not quite a head and shoulders yet, because it needs to do this, and the bounce. At that point, it can be considered inverse. If it doesn't recover here and it just goes down, it's failed. But even still, it's a little sloppy. But I see what you're saying, though. It is there. Pattern is there. Good eyes. And yeah, welcome, Bruce. I'm not glad you're about to get off, though. I know I have to. My wife's going to be very unhappy if I just keep streaming much longer. It's already 7:30 here, so. 1 o'clock UK is pumpy or dumpy. China will decide. Yeah, they've got the after hours, once we get into the middle of the night, so they will also be part of it. Travis says, would I consider investing some profit on mining equipment? mining's not really for me. I've definitely considered it, but I would like to start mining if I could start mining something that I knew had big potential and that was cheap. Because that way I could accumulate a lot of coins and then I could really profit on it longer term. To be profitable as a miner, you have to have really expensive rigs and stuff, and it's just a lot. With my current setup, it doesn't make sense for me, but I would love to mine one day. Absolutely. LPOV has subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for your support tonight. Was Elon pumping Baby Doge? No, he was just singing, you know, the Baby Shark. Do 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 do. He said Baby Doge. Do 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 do. Instead, just talking about Dogecoin. But the whole Baby Doge community took that as, oh, he's talking about us. Just like when Elon said, I'm getting a Shiba Inu dog, Shiba Inu pumped. It's just how it goes. The low market cap stocks that have anything, or cryptos that have anything to do with Doge or SHIB, you know, that whole movement, if Elon says anything kind of related to them, they'll pump. But he also could have been intentionally trying to pump them, just like he did Sea Rocket, we'll just call it that. He did that on purpose too. He likes to have a good time. So he probably did partially do that on purpose, but it probably had no meaning. He likes being in control and pumping some of the stocks as like having a good time. Happy wife, happy life, bro. 1000% agree. 17,000 for a good rig. Oh man. Yeah, that's gonna, not for me right now. Maybe one day. He's getting a Doge puppy. Yep. I guess he's thinking, yeah, I think mining would be good in a bear market. It would. The problem too, though, is Ethereum is apparently the most profitable cryptocurrency that you can mine right now. And the problem with that is Ethereum is going to be moving to proof of stake probably next year or sooner. We don't really know. And that means that mining equipment for Ethereum will become irrelevant because it will no longer be based off mining power. So if I got a mining rig, unless I was just mining something for fun that wasn't quite as profitable, I'd be kind of going into it to mine Ethereum because that's the money maker. And then the whole mining system's going to change on Ethereum. So then I just have this equipment and it's like, what do I mine next? So there's just some things to consider for me there. Elon's tweet was technically saying Baby Doge is a doo-doo coin. That's another perspective. And technically it is at this moment. That's the curse of being a small market cap coin without a whole lot going for you. What's going down? We're going down. Is this a good sign? Absolutely not, unless you want to dip. If you want to dip, yes, this is a very good sign. Now, I'm kind of on the fence, and like I said, I'm hodling on some of my accounts, so I would love to see the price recover. But at the same time, on my scalping accounts, I am sitting on the sideline waiting for a good dip. We have all the time in the world to go up, but if we go up, there's a high chance we don't come back down. So my personal preference would be for us to get a dip buy opportunity here and then recover. There's no harm in that, right? As long as you're not going to panic on the way down. So you could say that's what I want to see. But if we go up, by all means, it would be absolutely amazing to see a crypto market recovery. My problem right now is I think there's still so much left on the table as far as opportunities to buy into certain cryptocurrencies at a good dip. And Bitcoin being down here gives us think of it as like a limited time sale, like a clearance sale. It doesn't matter which cryptocurrency you want to get into, like everything's half off. So now's the time to be doing your research or watching my streams and getting my opinions on things too. And looking for your cryptos that you want to invest in and ride that wave up. Get in at this never to be seen again type discount and then ride the wave up. So a recovery right here, I would be a little bummed because I would have liked a little more time to buy into some more and diversify a little more, get a couple more paychecks, a little more money to put into the crypto market, and then ride the wave up. But crypto market's not waiting for me. It's not waiting for you. Overall, end of the day, it's the buyers and the sellers that are in there right now deciding based off, doing their little tug of war game, which direction's going to win. So, but that is what I would like to see. I would like to see a dip. As you can get some additional perspective on price action here, we do see Dogecoin is just selling off, but to the 200 EMA. It is on the 10-minute time frame though, which in my opinion is not a great time frame to use. So I'm going to ignore that a little bit and say it's kind of in a middle of nowhere spot. Not too many people use the 10-minute time frame, so I don't put much weight to it, especially since the average price on the other time frames is not even remotely in the same price, as you can see. It's either way below or way above. So we'll see how that plays out. Let me see about Bitcoin though, because that's what matters. Is there 200 EMA where we currently are? Okay, so Bitcoin's 10-minute, it's trying to reclaim. Let's just leave it here for a sec. It actually did bounce there perfectly once, so maybe it is respecting that time frame a bit. Just anytime you need a new perspective, change your time frame up. Use the 200 EMA indicator and change your time frame. You get a wealth of information just by doing that. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be using the best highest percentage win rate indicators in the market. You don't have to be a genius at reading candles or at understanding patterns. Put your 200 EMA on the screen and start changing your time frames and look at where those levels end up falling. That'll give you half, if not more, 75% of the information you need without needing to know anything else. It'll tell you where your next level of support is or resistance, depending on which side of you it's at. Your most probable level, that is. As you can see, there was a bounce here off the 10 minutes, 200 EMA. There's actually some rubber banding here as well, so we kind of should have expected that. And now there's an attempt here to do another bounce. What could end up happening here is a bit of a head and shoulders formation happening here, where it fails a little short of the white line, heads back down, fails, and then we could see the crash start happening here. So let's keep that drawn and see how it plays out. Let's drop time frame just a bit. Now, lower time frame, that doesn't look as clean, so maybe it won't happen, but we'll see. We'll just put that about here. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way. Feel free to ask any questions. What are my thoughts on insane clown posse? What are my thoughts on internet computer? I don't have any thoughts on that yet. I've heard a lot of people that are fans of it, but I need to do more research on that coin. I didn't like the name, which initially turned me off into even doing research on it. I know that sounds petty, but when you've got thousands of coins to research, sometimes you're petty with the way you filter. And that was just my perspective. But I need to look it up. It looks like it's had a lot of gains recently, so I need to put that on my radar. Tomorrow I'll have an opinion for you on internet computer. On Saya coin, on what was that? Caresi, something like that. Someone mentioned. I'll have one on that, and then internet computer. I'll look at that too. Rob, New York to LA says, "What if Doge gets to 30 cents? Crazy, huh?" It's very possible. If we go up, Doge to 30 cents could be by tomorrow. If we go down, Doge to teens could be by tomorrow. We are at a major decision point right here. And it's literally just in either direction. How do I get a Discord link? What I'll do, I will now post the Discord link for you in on my YouTube channel. So just go to my channel, click the community tab, and you'll see a post. I'll have it there for you. Only members can see it, so your invite link won't get yoinked. All right. So, all right, let's get you that link right now while we're watching this chart. I'm an idiot. I made it public. All right, no one saw that. It's fine. There you go. All right, I dropped that link for you on the, if you went to my channel and clicked on the community tab, your link will be there waiting for you, sir. No problem. What is in T minus 30 minutes? Basically, whether or not we end up following the Wyckoff accumulation pattern and breaking out of this channel, moving up to 35 and 36,000, and then continuing up and making new highs on Bitcoin, which would mean we get back to the mid to high 40s and into 50,000 Bitcoin. Or if we don't and we break the Wyckoff accumulation pattern and there's fear in the market because we're no longer following that pattern, it could start to signify a market crash after that as people panic sell once they see that once they see that the pattern that they thought we were following is no longer being followed. And so if that pattern breaks, the people that were set on us recovering here based off that pattern, they're going to lose faith, obviously, because the pattern is no longer being followed. They'll probably go ahead and panic sell. And we could see we're already near a dangerous support level. If we get down there, we could see a major sell-off at that point, as now there's no reason to believe that Bitcoin's going to reverse. According to the Wyckoff distribution or accumulation pattern, I keep saying distribution, we are right about there. Just go to the 4-hour time frame. Look at this right here on the Wyckoff chart. You can see right here, pullback, all-time low, which we just made at 28.8 on Bitcoin, move up, a pullback to a higher low, a higher high, and then the third pullback is the final one, which is where we are right now at 33,000 Bitcoin. At that point, we should move up to 36,000, which is the previous high, short term, that swing high right there, and then break out, go to about 42,000, pull back, and take off towards 50. So that's literally the point we're at right here. If you were to draw that on your chart, there was the all-time low at 28.8. The higher, now we have the swing high, the higher low, the higher high, the final third pullback. Then we should get to this level, 36, which is this point right here, and then continue up and then pull back much later on and then take off. So that means we break above, continue up, pull back much later on, probably at the previous high that we couldn't break, which is 42,000, pull back, take off. That is what the Wyckoff calls for. That's what everybody, if you've been seeing any YouTube videos or streams where people are talking about the Wyckoff accumulation pattern and that Bitcoin's been following that to a T, that is exactly where we're at right now. The final pullback. And since everyone's been buying in, thinking like they've seen we're following it to a T, which means at this point, this should be where we take off and never come back, according to the pattern. This is where Bitcoin finally recovers back to normal levels and pulls the market back up. So people that are expecting that pattern to play out, they're going to be buyers at this point. They're going to be bullish. If they see if they see us not hold here and fail to make a higher low, and instead now we've broken the pattern because we're making a low at the same place as the previous low, which is not what the pattern calls for, they're going to start to panic sell on this over sell off here. And you're going to see selling going straight into the dangerous 31,000 support. It probably won't hold at that point because selling pressure will be so high. And then you'll see us break below that. All we have underneath that 31,000 level, barely 30. 30 is not really much of a level. We just had one touch there. And then what you've got is the danger zone, where last time we hit, we made a new low. If we go there again, we're probably not even going to hold there. And that's where you end up starting to entertain the idea of a major market crash coming next. So that's what we're watching for. And so it says T minus 30 because these are literally the moments of truth before something happens like that. We are in the decision process right here as we're doing a bit of a flag. And that flag is starting to fail, by the way. It's been trading sideways for a little concerningly long. Usually if you see a flag start to form, there's pretty quickly a decision. So it's getting a little scary. But we're starting to see the flag form right at the 33,000, which is a major support level. So it either holds and we take off, or it doesn't hold and we see a market crash. Those are the most probable scenarios. So that's what the title is about. You have arrived. What's going on, Dr. J? And thank you to all 100 of you in the stream. You guys are killing it right now with your questions. I appreciate, even if you haven't subscribed yet, if you want to do that and you just forgot, click that button right now. Click that subscribe button. There's so many of you in here. You guys are really helping me reach my goals, and I appreciate your support as I help you guys make money. But also, feel free to drop comments. I love all the questions and being able to help you guys with answers. So at least say hi in the chat. Say what's up if it's your first time here. Things are heating up. They sure are. What's my opinion on Litecoin? I can't be too negative about Litecoin because Dogecoin actually uses Litecoin's blockchain to process transactions. So Dogecoin is directly tied to Litecoin, whether or not you realize that or not. So can't talk too much trash about Litecoin, right? Or else we're kind of talking trash about Doge. But it's not for me. A coin really has to have strong value for me to really be interested in it. Dogecoin managed to reel the people in and making everybody want to use it as the retail coin of choice, based off the name, based off the logo, based off the community. But Litecoin doesn't have any of that. And so in my opinion, it's just not special enough. So my opinion on Litecoin is just, it is what it is. It's probably, you know, it's a decent coin, but other than that, it's not, it doesn't come to me as special. Bro, what if you go to chill with your missus and miss a streaming legendary moment? Yeah, I mean, that's the price I pay, you know? That's what happens when you get married. Sacrifice. Count Billion says, no, we appreciate you. Hey, well, thank you, man. Yo, what's going on, Zaki? Dino says, don't forget, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. Yeah. But what if you could plan what you were going to do if you got punched in the face? Could you imagine how much better choices people would be making if they really started to think that far ahead? Like, what if they started planning, what if I got punched in the face right now and I started already preparing for not retaliating and what I'm going to actually do in that scenario versus getting thrown into the situation and then making an emotional decision that they might regret later. That's the point of these live streams. Bad traders are emotional traders. They don't have plans. They go in and they get thrown off guard by something that can happen. And decent traders, like okay traders, they'll have like a plan. So they'll go in and they'll have, you know, a bit of a plan. But then they get thrown a curveball and they're like, oh crap, I didn't plan for this. And they end up then having a plan B off emotion. Good traders have plans for every direction and they play it like chess. So what if it goes up? What if I'm not in and it goes up? Where am I going to buy in next? What if I'm not in and it goes down? Where am I going to dip buy? What if I am in and it goes up? What am I going to do? Or if I am in and it goes down, what am I going to do? Then there's no surprises. You always have a plan and you just execute the plan. And there you go. Hey, Rodrigo, what's going on? Have you ever heard of Upcoin? The YouTuber Upshot group made it? Yep, I have. I actually sent that to Matt Wallace today and yesterday because he was, I don't know if you saw his live stream. He was trying to find it. And I sent them the link. Would I buy a real Dogecoin? Yes. Actually, I've been trying to find a high quality Dogecoin just as like a souvenir. Any potential gems that you're currently monitoring? You're looking at RLC? I've really been locked in on Doge. Like with as much content as I try, like coverage I try to provide you guys, I don't always have time to do as much venturing out as I would like. Now, if I never streamed, I'd probably have a whole list of altcoins that I was looking at. But in order to provide my Dogecoin followers with what they need to know about Doge, I've only ventured out into a couple other ones that's really stood out. So SHIB as a fun trading play, that's not an investment for me. AMP as a potential longer term investment. Cardano as a potential longer term investment as it rivals Ethereum. And, you know, XRP has the potential for corporate use. And I'm still doing, once the stream ends tonight, I'll be doing some more research on what I really think is the move. With other altcoins. It's just taken me a little bit of time. Connecting says, buy this coin. What coin? Oh, there's no link. Links aren't allowed on streams, so they're blocked by default. So if you sent the link, I can't even see it, man. That's just how YouTube does by default. I got a nice Dogecoin off Amazon. Ooh, I'll check that out. I will check that out for sure. Let me see what Weifu is doing. See if I have a couple more minutes or not. Amazon? Okay, I'll check it out on Amazon. I'll check it out. By the way, guys, this shirt you see me wearing, I did tell you I bought a Dogecoin shirt off Amazon, and it was cool and all, but the quality kind of sucked. And there was only 2 shirts on there I could find that were decent. One was of Dogecoin, and one was of Bitcoin. So I am gonna make shirts for myself for like Dogecoin that are actually high quality and that have also a good design on them. And just per request, I will put those on a store if you guys want to buy them later. But this shirt I'm wearing just got here today, this plain white t-shirt. I'm testing the quality of the shirts I'm going to use. So this is my first test. I'm just wearing it on stream to see if it's decent quality or not. I hate buying people's merch with their logo all over it, their like channel stuff all over it, and then also when the quality is garbage, you could tell it was just like a buy in bulk type shirt. So I want to wear a shirt that I would actually wear. So that's what my merch will be. You can call it merch. I'm literally just making like a crypto Dogecoin shirt store. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. I probably won't make any money off it. It's just going to be for fun. And so that the Dogecoin community can have a better choice of Dogecoin clothing to wear if they really want to rep it. Because I couldn't find any. Where is my Dogecoin shirt? But as you can see, I've got like way back here on the floor. I've got packs of shirts ready to go. I'm going to have to buy like a couple $100 of equipment to really get this stuff rolling. But I think it'll be fun at the very least. You know, just supporting the Dogecoin movement. That's all. Doge threads. Yeah, the thing about with the white shirt, I want to make sure it doesn't feel like a t-shirt that you just wear around the house, right? It needs to be a nice white shirt. But then I want to make sure it's not transparent, you know? Because if you're a little bit darker like I am and you wear white t-shirts, the worst thing ever is when they're transparent and you can like basically see through them. Like you can see your skin through them. It's just awkward. So they need to be not at all transparent. So that's what this test is. Hopefully you guys can't see my chest. If not, then this shirt's passing the test and might be a candidate. But I have like 40 shirts behind me as like first batch. Your order shirt? Okay. By the way, I'm not trying to like promote merch or anything like that. I really don't like when people do that, but I'm just letting you know where I'm going. And I should be buying my equipment tonight, so it should be here next week and I can start going at it. I already have my store halfway created, so that'll be cool. G9 says, Mariano, I appreciate the solid and chill commentary. I'm learning a lot. Awesome. Happy to start this journey into crypto with you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Been trading on Coinbase for about a month, learning more every day. Hodl. I love that. Thank you so much for that kind comment. And thank you for your support as well, G9. Glad to have you here on the channel. How much will I pay for a good quality shirt? I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't want everyone else to have to pay a lot, so I do have to put a limit on how much I can actually pay per shirt, so I'm not like, you know, like going negative. But I just want highest quality possible shirt I can get that is not like, you know what I mean, absurdly crazy. And I'll probably have a variety. Like these shirts won't be crazy expensive, but then I will have some like actual like high quality shirts. Like I don't know if you guys have seen BYLT built their clothing. They're like my favorite clothing brand right now. If I could get some of the like those quality shirts and then put some Doge stuff on it, that'd be cool. But obviously those would be more expensive, but you could pick at that point. Whoa, Dr. Dre with the membership? No way, man. Thank you so much for joining the group. Glad to have you, man. Let me send you a Discord link. Let me get you into that members only Discord. That's pretty awesome. And by the way, guys, I have turned, I'm sure, and we'll get back to the Doge topic of conversation in just a moment. She's in the shower, so I have a couple minutes. I have turned donations completely off. Completely off. The only way you can donate is through Dogecoin, because I am supporting the Pay Me in Doge movement. That's what that QR code is right there. So if you want to donate to me, you can either send me Doge at the QR code above, or the only way around that would be, instead of just sending me a donation, why don't you just go ahead and join the channel as a member, and then you'll also get perks along with your donation, which would be, for one, the big one is joining the members only Discord group. There's like 55 people in there right now, I think. Yeah, 50, almost, yeah, about 55 exactly. And we chat all day about Dogecoin and stuff, and other cryptocurrencies and stocks too, so that we can find plays. So anyway, going back to Dogecoin and Bitcoin here. Okay, it got some support here off that EMA, and that means the 10-minute EMA we probably got some support off as well on Bitcoin. Yep, sure enough. And now we are testing the resistance level yet again. So this is very interesting. Very interesting. You can kind of see our support level is kind of rising a bit here. So we're definitely getting squoze into this little scenario right here. I don't know if you guys can really see what I'm talking about. And this line won't be perfect. But this general uptrend right here, this little bit of a triangle almost, if you ignore this fall out the bottom, we're really trying for that. So let's see how that plays out. We might even see and with this also, the 200 EMA support running here as well, providing an extra layer of support, we might really see a decision getting made here soon. If not, we'll fall to the bottom of this, probably hit this as resistance, and then dump. How do you join as a member? Basically, if you've subscribed, there will then be the join button that pops up next to that, and that's how you join as a member. How do you see Discord link? So if you go to my channel, like the homepage of my channel, and go to the community tab instead of like home or videos, go to community, and there will be the latest Discord link will be yours. It's a one-time use only link. And I actually need to configure it. 1 second. One use, copy, paste. All right, there you go. You should see it. And yeah, no pressure on like how long you have to stay signed up or anything. It's just there for, you know, if you guys want to do that extra, like donate and support the channel in return to that little donation subscription, I let you guys into the members only Discord group, and you can chat with me all day about anything related to crypto and stocks, and I'll be right there to answer at any point. And there's, you know, everybody else talks in there a lot too. So even if I'm not there at the moment, you've got everybody else in that group to chat with, to combine minds. Man, this is what I'm talking about. How sometimes we'll do a stream and it'll look like it's going to happen right then, and then Bitcoin takes the longest path to decide. It could have broke out here. It could have broke out here. It could have broke out here. But say, you know what? No, I'm going to actually fake out one more time, pull all the way back to support, and then come back. And you know what? What we might do again is then do a pullback to the 200 EMA, go back up, do another pullback, and then maybe we'll consider it then. Let's just make this take a whole nother 30 minutes. That's why it's so hard watching. It's so hard streaming the Bitcoin movements when they look like they're about to happen, because then they just delay. You know how many times that's happened on this stream? What's going on, Troy? Don't know how many. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. J. Just appreciate it. Thank you. Raghav says, what do you think is going to happen and in how much time? Man, I really don't like giving out too many predictions. I've been bearish on Bitcoin for the longest time. I have to say this move right here is looking more bullish than anything, but all it takes for that bullishness to disappear is Bitcoin on this pullback, for example, this one right here or the next one failing, heading down, doing a bounce like this, bouncing off the 200 EMA as resistance, coming back down, failing, and then hitting this as resistance here. And then you've got a whole problem on your hands. This is a very likely scenario, because at that point now you're in the sell-off boat, because now you're starting to fail the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and everybody's going to start to panic a bit, and you're going to start to see a chain reaction sell-off start. So this is the scenario where I start to get concerned. But on the other hand, you could just see a move up from here, and then we break out. So I really can't say which direction I think it's going to go in, because it's just 50-50 on either scenario. But I will say it looks more bullish than anything, considering we had this bit of an inverse big move right here. I mean, that looks more bullish than anything. A big breakdown of 32, big recovery, and now we're back in the triangle and we're holding bullishly. Looks like we're going to go up if anything, but I would, you know me, I want to see a dip. So I'm completely neutral here, and I'm just telling you guys what to look for, and we got to wait it out to see. Little bit of failing of the 10 EMA on Doge and on Bitcoin here. You see it? Okay, awesome, Dr. Dre. Cool. No one replies to you? No, I read every single comment, man. Oh, I actually missed your comment right there, though. I'm sorry. You said, guys, can someone help me with what's up? Sorry about that. I was just a little behind on comments, so I didn't even get to you quite yet. But we've caught up, almost. Why so much hype about Doge? It's doing nothing, dude. Close to weekend, it's going to fall. Well, the hype really is about the falling, not so much the taking off. If you see the title, it says T-minus 30 to potential impact, which would be referring to a crash. So I'm really feeling like somehow this will fail and end up sparking a market crash sell-off. I'm not really thinking that we're super bullish here, but there is the scenario because of the Wyckoff pattern that we've been discussing. If we continue following the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, which is the low here, the swing high, higher low, higher low, the third touch, and the takeoff, which if it's following this pattern that everyone has been so convinced that we're following, oh my. I completely lost my place on the page. But if it does follow the pattern that everyone's so convinced we're following, that means that voice is starting to go. That we will see a rejection off the 33,000 here, bullishly go to 36, break above it, and continue to making 40,000, pull back, and make new highs here, and be the actual recovery. That's what all these people that are writing articles, analysts and stuff, they've been saying we're following the Wyckoff recovery pattern to a T, and if that's the case, this is our last dip before we rocket off. So that's why we're really watching this close. And I will say so far, we're bullishly in this triangle because we dumped out, but it was a fake out move and we got back in it, which makes me expect that we go to the top side. But we'll see. Like I said, I would prefer a dip here. So I'm not biased to going up here, but it's just the way it's looking. Let's see. How long have I been on YouTube? I like the show. So I've had this YouTube channel actually for like 6 years. I started off doing tech reviews. That's why the channel's name was 2020 Tech Reviews. Then I changed it to 2020 Tech Official because it was just more like a brand name and I wasn't only doing technology reviews. But I was into like smartphones, tablets, still am. I still always have like the latest stuff. And I review it to my friends, but I just don't post that stuff. But over the last couple of years, I've been trading the stock market and now crypto as well. And so for the last about 2 months now, I've been doing these shows every single day, 7 days a week, weekend included. I'll be live. And so that's been about 2 months on the stock, how to trade side and all that stuff. Live streams every day. Sometimes multiple streams per day. I'll do one in the morning, one in the evening, one in the afternoon, one at night. There's no limit. As long as there's something going on that we need to talk about, you will hear from me. That's what this channel is all about. And I appreciate that, Troy. Thank you for that. T-minus 20 to impact? Yeah, I should reduce the time at this point. Where's Doge headed? Oh, yeah, I did answer that for you. So nice to actually get info instead of trying to sell. Yeah, I really, this channel is not about the hype. If you want actual info, because I've watched videos too, and this is kind of how I ended up just going live, was watching other people's content where, the clickbait title would reel me in and I'm like, oh, finally some more information. It'd be absolutely nothing new. And so I said, you know what? I do this myself. Why don't I just go live? Why don't I just make the videos for the people and do the research myself and then provide content and be that channel that I can't find? And so that's what this channel is. The DOGECOIN coverage that you can't find much other places. There are some other good channels though. Don't get me wrong. The Coin Bureau, great channel. Go subscribe to that channel as well. Upshot, great channel. Subscribe to him as well. There's a couple other decent channels out there that it's not about the hype, it's about the facts. And I'll gladly plug them as well. Let's see. I don't understand charts that much. No problem, man. That's what this channel's for. It's not just crypto either. Like I said, I came from the stock market. This is like a how-to trade channel, whether that's crypto or stocks. Any questions you have, I will answer them for you. If you guys need an instructional video on something, how to do something, understanding charts, I will make it. I've already started making my how to trade course, and those videos are coming over time. I've got a couple up already, including understanding support and resistance, what it means, what the levels actually signify, and how to start thinking about it. And then there's going to be like what indicators to use and all kinds of other stuff. Hopefully up. We're invested in Doge. We look out for Dogecoin. Sideways is no bueno. Sideways is no bueno. If we want to make money, we need volatility. That means ups and downs. Trading sideways means no volatility. That means no one's making money. Unless you have like an iron condor spread or something. options. What if it continues to run sideways? More sideways action than the Playboy Mansion? That would suck. We can't rule that possibility out. All right, looks like we're finally getting a bit of a break to the upside. Thanks, bro. Absolutely. To the moon. I see those rockets, Travis. Bear markets are frustrating because every week it feels like this is the week, and then it trades sideways for months. You get bored, you stop watching. 1 week later, you get a price alert. That hurts. True, very true. A box of monsters. What's up? Haven't seen your name before. Welcome to the channel. Bitcoin will be the storage for wealth. XRP will be with Doge, how we pay for things. Big meeting with Elon coming. That will make crypto go. I've said that too. Bitcoin will always be Bitcoin. Unless someone decides to try and create another Bitcoin model, which has not happened yet. XRP, I think, is going to be more of a corporate transaction platform, with Dogecoin being more of for the people, the everyday person. But I think XRP will be the closest thing to a Dogecoin competitor, as for now. And who knows? It could be close in value. The sideways trading is making me anxious, though. I want it to drop or break out already. Yeah, me too. Sideways is boring. Nobody makes money or has a good time when the market trades sideways. So I am 100% with all of you. There's no plan B. The banking system is going away soon. Hold, the people will not accept a coin from globalists. They will push it. 2 mil people a day coin crypto. Yeah, I mean, cryptocurrency is absolutely starting to make a move and take over. And it's going to give the banking system that we know today a run for its money. We even see some of them trying to figure out a way to adopt it into their practices. We see even the Fed was talking about making a Fed coin. As ironic as that is, when we're trying to decentralize, then the Fed comes in and says, we're going to make a coin. But everyone, it's catching on. This is the time to be investing. If we are downtrending towards the end of the week, any comments on swapping everything to a stable coin through the weekend until Sunday afternoon when the overseas market opens back up? So I've already done that. All of my Doge that I scalp with, I've already transferred over to USDC until I get confirmation of a direction. Because when I'm in a 50-50 move and I'm in an okay spot and I see a potential high loss, I just say, you know what? Let me wait for confirmation that the 50 isn't going to be the downside. If it's to the upside, I'll lose a cent or two Doge, and I'll find a re-entry when I feel more comfortable. So on all my scalping accounts, I sold my Doge today. On my hodling accounts, I am holding those no matter what. My Coinbase account, where you guys donate, I already told you I'm not selling that. And then also my other Robinhood account that I'm just holding Doge in from a very high average. I'm not scalping with those. Those are just holding, and when it gets back up to like 60, 70 cents, then we'll think about selling then, but those are hodl accounts. But my accounts that I actively trade on, I am out. My crypto.com, my Kraken, my Webull, my Robinhood, they are all USDC at the moment. It looks like we're about to make a break to the upside, though. Hopefully it's not a fake out. Don't forget, we broke out the triangle. Now we need to break above the high here to confirm the up move. And then we've got room towards right about here, 34,000, which was the 200 EMA on multiple time frames a little bit ago. Let's see if that's changed. 32. Oh, now it's dropped. 33. 200 EMAs under us for most time frames. All right, that's a little bullish. But on 15, it's still 34. 30, it's still 34. 1 hour. 2 hours. Okay, so on like 5 time frames, it's still 34,000. And then after that, we've got 36,000-ish to worry about, according to the 200 EMAs. So there's that. Also, though, this candle needs to get above the previous high right here that we just made not long ago before we can confirm anything. Otherwise, this could be a fake out reversal. Don't get played. You need to see a breakout here, a pullback, holding, and then a move up that breaks high. You could tentatively buy on a hold, like you could buy in on the pullback confirmation when we start moving back up. But then we don't have confirmation that it's not just going to stop here until it breaks. So it's just an awkward spot. There's multiple levels, multiple things that need to happen here before we get any kind of info. So don't be presumptuous. We'll drop the time frame a little bit. 108 people here today. Wow. Forex, Jason Trower says, I don't trade Forex yet, though the concepts are very similar. But I was actually planning on getting into that this weekend, just to have some more things to do. Because Forex market is open, you know, 24/7 in the same way that crypto is. So it just gives you more things to trade. But obviously you're dealing with leverage there, and it's a bit of a different animal. So Upshot is so awkward, he's funny. I agree. It's a funny awkward. What's happening in 30 minutes? We are determining right now whether or not we're going to hold and follow the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, which would signify this is the last dip we see after this is the third pullback, that we then get up to 36,000, break, and head towards a full Bitcoin recovery. Everyone in the crypto space seems to think we're going to follow that Wyckoff pattern and that this is going to be our takeoff. If we can bullishly break out here, there's a high chance we do it. If not, if we break to the bottom side, there's a high chance we at that point break the pattern and confirm to everyone we're not following it, and then we see a panic sell that could spark a market crash. So T-minus 30 is just saying that something's happening very soon here and to keep an eye out. Let's see. Just joined. Thoughts on Dogecoin at the moment. Predictions. Dogecoin is either crashing to teens or it's going to like 30 cents. But basically what I just said to the other guy there, to Bob's, is basically the same thing. We have to see which direction we're going in to then have price targets, because I can give you price targets all day, but they're just going to be levels, right? We need to see, are we going up or down? And that's what this move out of this trend channel right here is going to confirm for us. So we got to give it a couple more minutes, and then we can actually talk numbers, if that makes sense. Unfreeze, what's going on? Just joined. Thoughts on Doge? Oh yeah, I just read that, sorry. And that was your question on Freeze. Troy says, do I think the weekend drop is coming? There usually is some kind of drop on the weekend, so I would expect it more than I wouldn't. Box of Monsters, Elon's going to make Doge the coin, buy a bunch. Absolutely. Joe Garcia says, I have 5,000 shares at 33 cents. Buy in. Yeah, 33 cents isn't even a bad average at all. Troy says, I like Vox already. Me too. Essa Kale says, hi, sir. What's going on, man? Sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. Maybe I'll just say Ahmad. Farzad then says, hi, bro. What's going on? Glad to see you. You're holding? Cool. Yeah, how is everybody doing tonight? Don't forget to answer that poll that you see up there. Just want to get your opinions. Joe Saki says, yo, bro, I've been asked before regarding AAVE and comp, but I've yet to hear about it from you. Peace, brother. Thanks in advance. Oh, yeah. I remember comp. Let me get back. So tomorrow's stream, let me write it down so I don't forget. AAVE and comp. All right, so there's internet computer. Hang on. Internet computer, AAVE, comp. All right, I got you guys. There's a couple other two, Cartesi and there was one more. Well, was there? Oh, there was like a Psy coin. Yeah. Tomorrow's stream, I'll have at least half of those researched. It's going to take some time for me to get a real opinion on them. I don't want to just rush, right? But I'll have some opinions for you tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely, Zaki. Comp is decent. I think I've heard about comp, and it looks actually pretty decent, but I want to actually research it again. Appreciate the 24/7 live every time. Money is time, and time is money. Absolutely. And my goal is to help all of you make that money. And then one day, once my following gets big enough, I'll end up making some money off doing the streams, which will be neat. But it's a grind. It's a process. Right now, it's just helping everybody I can. And that's the way it is. Troy says, always that dollar. Absolutely. What's going on again? Ahmad. Albert says, any opinion about Karobo under capabilities in crypto? Is it a good time to buy in? Karobo undo? I haven't heard of that one before. Is that a crypto? That's a new name. Thanks, Troy Hurd. What about AAVE? Hello, sir. How are you? I'm great, man. Thank you. The feds will... How are you doing? The feds will make their coin. They will push it hard. The people will not go. Okay, a little bit of a fail here. This is the fake out move I was concerned about. That's why I said wait for confirmations. The feds will not succeed. Wait and see. Yeah, they're really trying. The people definitely aren't going to go for Fed coin. Yeah, crazy manipulations there, Zaki. Sandeep says, seeing more people on the stream today. That's good. There's a lot of people here today. It's awesome. Glad I'm helping everybody out. We're all hungry about that dough. That's why I'm here, man. It's the globalist. America is only a tiny part of crypto. It's already in use globally, and no one will want a American Fed's coin. Yeah, sure we are. Hey, I am too. And while I make the money, I want to help everybody else do it. It only costs some time to help everybody else be profitable, and I can definitely spare that time to help people out. A Box of Monsters says, hyperinflation coming soon that will launch crypto billionaires. Will buy in afraid they will be broke like everyone when music shuts off. Oh my. I mean, there definitely is inflation coming. Everybody is pretty on guard for that, so you're onto something there. Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. Hypothetically, how high can Doge go in a perfect world? $3. And I'll get back to that in a second. Quad up, remember me when your channel blows up? I'll remember all of you guys. Don't forget, when you guys come back to the streams, I always say either like welcome back to the stream, or I say glad to have you in the stream. Welcome. It's because I either remember you or I realize that you're new. I remember everybody. It is my goal. Now, if you've only been here like one time and it was like a month ago, that's different. But if you're coming to the stream, I know who you are. Watch the new banking video on crypto viewing because the world's top CRVR. What's happening behind? Okay, I will add that to the list. Love seeing Shibatoshi Nakamoto investing in his own coin. I feel positive about Doge in the community. It's awesome. Yeah, us too. Good day from Hawaii. Hey, what's going on, Ray? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Inflation is always coming. That's what inflation is. Yeah, but especially with the stimulus, there's even more inflation in the pipeline. At least that's what the people are saying, and it makes sense. There's more money that's been printed, so there's going to be some higher prices. Roberto says, thumbs up. Thank you. Louis says, where will Doge be in the next few days? Depends on what Bitcoin does literally tonight. Dogecoin could be in the teens. Dogecoin could be in like the 30-40 cent range. What we're watching right now is will Bitcoin follow the Wyckoff accumulation pattern and do this move right here? If it does, and it does the breakout, this means Bitcoin is headed back towards 50,000. That's going to be an insane move for Doge back to 40, 50, 55 cents. And we could see that in a couple days. If the chart does not follow, because we're right here, the moment of truth. If Bitcoin does not follow the pattern and breaks below instead, people that have been buying in because they thought we were following the pattern are going to panic sell once they see the pattern break, and we could see new lows as people sell off out of panic, and we're already near a dangerously low support line. There's not much below us, so if we start to panic sell and fail the 31,000 line, we could see new dips. That'd be very bad, and that means Dogecoin back to the teens. So we literally have to watch Bitcoin tonight and see which direction this goes in, and that's what this live stream's for. That's why the title is what it is. And like I said, it's taking its sweet old time to play out. It's taking every inch of this triangle so far, but we'll see what happens. Raghav says, this is my first time on your stream and I am not regretting it. Super work, fam. Thank you so much, man. Glad to have you guys. The inflation we're seeing is a correction from the decrease in 2020. The same way a price consolidates after a pump, inflation will return to normal levels. Hyperinflation isn't going to happen. Louis says, makes sense. So to the question of where can Dogecoin go reasonably? The one thing we need to keep in mind is two things: future projections and market cap. Market cap is, you see what I'm seeing? A little bit of, let's adjust. Remember what I said, adjust your time frames to find the next level, see if there's anything you can find. Going up, it doesn't seem like in that direction I'm going to find an EMA. Let me try going down, see if there's anything below me. Yes. 2-minute time frame, there's a 24-cent EMA support there. Every other time frame though, the EMA is basically above me unless I go super long term, right? Like a daily. But the daily, I mean, that's down to 20 cents. We don't want to rely on that, right? Because if we go down to 20 cents Doge, that means we've already started crashing. So let's acknowledge the 2-minute time frames potential support. See what happens. We're pretty close there, 24.25, so that's pretty accurate. But at the same time, Bitcoin's really the thing we're looking at. So let's try and get... All right, you can see here we're having struggles with the 5 minutes 200 EMA. That's where a lot of this resistance is also coming from. Don't forget the EMA provides support and resistance. It's another level of it. So you have the tops of wicks and candles, the bottoms, like the obvious resistance support, but then you also have this, your indicator providing support and resistance, and the 200 EMA is the most common indicator that traders use. So it is going to be a strong level no matter where it is. I think we can break the $1 barrier by end of the year to the moon. Yeah, so here's the thing, and I think I have to go pretty soon, but not yet. We're good. Here's the thing. Market cap and future projections. Why do I say that? Market cap is basically the value. Okay, you can see a little bit of a breakup. This could be a move. Market cap is the value of basically a thing overall. So in this case, when we say Dogecoin's market cap, we're talking about kind of the value of Dogecoin as a whole. When we say Bitcoin's market cap, we're talking about Bitcoin's current value as a whole. All of Bitcoin. What is it worth? When it comes to figuring out what things are worth, you have to look at what do they do and what purpose do they serve, what are their projections, all of that. That's where it gets really into like the fundamental analysis, but thankfully in crypto, it tends to be much simpler than doing fundamental analysis on stocks. Because basically what you can look at is just do your own analysis, figure out what the coin does, compare it to other coins in the market, see if it does something unique, and see also if it does whatever it does better than the competition. If it does, you can start saying, well, this will, since it's in one of the main categories and it does what it does the best, it'll probably be the leader of that category, which means it'll probably take the top market cap spot in that category. So for example, if we say right now Dogecoin is the best retail coin that's out at this moment, for buying and selling things, let's just say our opinion is Dogecoin is the coin, it's the best one. If a competitor came up to go into the retail space and they said, we're going to be the Dogecoin rival, we're going to have low transaction speeds, we're going to be fast to use, and it's going to be cheap to use, and we're going to have a cool logo as well, and we're going to get a community behind it. It's going to rival Dogecoin for exactly what Dogecoin is and does. What you can expect is that if that coin got good enough to match Dogecoin's value, that the market cap should match as well, because it's just as good. If it got better, it should be higher. If it was worse, it should be lower. So that's just a very easy rule of thumb to start figuring out projections. So then what you want to see, that the most obvious thing you can do to figure out potential on, like for Dogecoin, for example, is compare Dogecoin to the market leaders and look at their market caps, and then compare Dogecoin's use case to the use case of the market leaders. So that then you can get a reasonable projection. And okay, here we go. Breakout alert, big breakout. You saw those set buys, those limit buys trigger. Massive breakout. Okay, the big money traders and people, they are watching for what we're looking for. This is why I have this stream running. At the same time, don't get faked out. You should have either bought on support of this line, or you look for next support. Don't buy in the middle of the air. And that's why I drew this line here to keep these in perspective, because what you should expect is to see resistance at the highest high, which is why we just rejected off that line. People that are taking profit, they're expecting a bounce here at where it stopped before. And that's why now you're seeing sellers. What you might see though is it just do this half pullback and regain traction. What's happening here? We just broke above the line that we had drawn out. So this is a breakout now. If this holds and continues, this could be a massive start of a move up. This could be start of market recovery. I don't want to overhype it, because at the end of the day, at any point, the pattern could be broken and people at that point stop trusting the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. But so far we broke to the top side. Things are starting to look bullish, which means it's starting to entertain our bullish thesis of the price going in that direction. In which case we have to now start thinking about what happens next, right? But what we need to see first is it actually get out of this hole, which it hasn't done quite yet. It got out of our triangle, but it hasn't actually got out and made a new high. So we need to see that first. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Was that a subscriber sound I heard? It was. So thank you to, oh, and I think I might have missed. So thank you, Kelly Armstrong. Thank you, Christopher Johnson. And thank you to Josiah. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. By the way, we've got 112 people in this live stream. I'm providing this coverage for you live. I've been live for like 3 hours now. If you appreciate this coverage and this information, please consider just supporting me by clicking subscribe. That's all I ask. I don't ask for donations. I don't ask for any kind of money. You don't even have to click the like button at this point. Just click subscribe. That's all I ask. And that's just so that next time I'm live, I can see you guys in the next live streams because you'll get notified that I'm live. So that is my only ask. If you don't mind, we've got 100 people in here. If all of you could hit subscribe, that would really help get me to the next level. I'm going to also say thank you to Albert Jaron. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Let's start taking a look at the poll and see what the answers have been so far. So it's been up for about an hour. And the question was, which way do you think we will go? Do you think we're going to follow the bullish upward trajectory of the Wyckoff accumulation pattern and break out above 36,000 and head back up? Or are we going to crash today? Looks like 64% so far are bullish on Bitcoin. And then 36% think that we are going to end up falling out the bottom. Now, that's with 143 votes. It'll be interesting to see where we end up, where that poll ends up shifting as the price continues to move along. So that'll be fun. I do have things open on the Dogecoin side too. Okay, big moves, big moves. Big run up. Okay, here we go. That's second breakout. That is second breakout. We had a breakout here. We had a breakout here. This means if you're looking for a buy, ideally you would want to be doing so on a pullback. As you can see, Dogecoin isn't quite so convinced yet. It's barely moved and not even half a cent yet. So don't get lost in the sauce of what's happening now. Dogecoin has only moved half of a cent in this whole move right here. Dogecoin has barely budged. All right, so you're not missing anything yet by playing things right. Half a cent move. That is almost no profit. Thank you to, oh wow, a lot of you. Suba, Rival, Do and Robin. I know I didn't pronounce what you were trying to write there right. GT Thomas, Ivan Cabrera, and a box of monsters. Thank you so much for subbing. Appreciate that. So now we're starting to see the retracement. A little bit of a pullback. Let's see what it does. Does it hold at the level? Don't forget, this is going to be a pullback level because it was the high right here. That's why you saw the breakout move. That's why you're seeing the pullback. That's going to test it. And there was a bit of a pullback. Looks like this is getting followed up by maybe another green candle. At that point, we might see Dogecoin really start to take off a bit and start gaining a couple cents. If we get confirmation that it looks like we're heading up to 35, Dogecoin might rubber band and increase in speed on the way up here. Because we know Dogecoin, because of fear in the market, the altcoins tend to lag behind, and then once they get confirmation, they like catch up. You know what I mean? So sometimes Dogecoin will lag behind as Bitcoin starts showing signs of these moves, and then once the move confirms that, oh wait, this is really happening, Dogecoin buyers just come in at once, and then you see this massive like 1 or 2 cent spike almost instantly. So that's where we're at. That is where we're at. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, man, and thank you for hanging around. I hope I'm helping you guys out. Let me know in the comments if this is actually helping. I see we've got like 120 people in here, 122, so that's cool. But I want to make sure I'm answering all your questions too. So thank you to Dan Vieira, thank you so much, and TNT for subscribing. Appreciate that. It didn't update the most recent subscriber thing yet, but I saw you. Let me refresh that. Will it work? It'll update. My streaming software is lagging a little bit, but I saw you. I called you out. Appreciate that sub. Thank you. All right, so here we are testing the level a little bearishly. We are on the underside, so that's concerning. Bit of a reversal candle here from Dogecoin with the massive wick at the top, as you see. But all we need is a bullish green candle to really overwhelm that and make it irrelevant. So will we get it? Usually when you see that, your answer would be no. But with emotional trading and cryptocurrency volatility, sometimes unexpected things happen. So let's take a look. As you can see, this green candle is trying its best. What might end up happening is a little bit of sideways action and then a move up. Or, you know, if it doesn't hold, there'll just be a dump off here. We'll see. A little bit of weakness on the line, though. Not very clean. So I don't like that part. But, you know, what I like doesn't really matter. I will say, though, that's a pullback. So dip buy opportunity, if you believe it's going to continue, is literally here. If you believe it found support and it's going to continue up, this is your dip buy moment. Okay, but let's check for other. We want some other confirmation that could be support. I mean, if you up the time frame a little bit, it looks a little bit better. There's no EMA there quite yet. We don't have EMA support on our side there. Really big candle on the 30-minute. There's nothing really else to back that up. So that's my only concern. Okay, so we're getting a bit of a flag pattern here. A little bit of a triangle-y flag pattern. It hasn't decided quite yet, but you see what I'm seeing. Let's just keep it 1 minute for now. This could be triangle, break out the top of it, and another move up. Or, you know, break out the bottom, obviously. Okay, looks a little weak. Okay, I might actually load up my Robinhood, my scalping account, just in case I want to find an entry if we hold. You guys know how it goes. When I'm live streaming and I'm showing you guys the moves, I typically miss all my buy-in opportunities and you guys end up profiting and I'm sitting on the sidelines because I'm so focused on calling out like, here's the buy moment, here's the buy. But while we have this moment here, I will actually just prepare a quick order just in case. While we had a moment of trading sideways. Now, I'm not doing anything presumptuously here. What we need to do is be patient and see where this goes. As you can see, it's starting to try and form a bit of a triangle here. And at this moment, it looks very indecisive about which direction it actually wants to go in. Little concerning. And I'm going to just drop this temporarily down to this level. A couple different angles. What I should do is this. So you guys see that the different angles I'm looking at this at? If it breaks below this, there's still this. Then if it breaks below that, it's pretty much confirmation that move failed. But there could be a fake out move where it breaks below what you think is forming, but holds at that support and then reverses. It happens a lot in trading, that fake out reversal move. As you start to see it potentially happening. What could end up happening, though, is it just goes here, hits it as resistance, and fails. We'll see. I'm just stating the options as they come. I feel like an auctioneer. I know I'm behind on comments, guys, but there's actually stuff happening here, so I apologize. Just know I will read them. Don't forget, while we have a down moment, click subscribe. All 125 of you in the stream right now. It's so awesome that you guys are here, and I appreciate it. Would love to see you tomorrow in the next live stream, too. Let's try and get a couple hundred people per stream. Click subscribe first and foremost. Click that notification bell, select all so you get notified as soon as I go live for coverage. But then also share the stream with your friends. If you know anybody that's trying to get into cryptocurrency, trying to get into trading the stock market, wants to know how to trade, and they've been looking for a reputable channel to figure that stuff out, that actually live streams too. Because I mean, I learned off YouTube and trial and error, but not from people live streaming, just from videos. But I actually live stream and we'll answer your questions on what to find. So it's a different angle. I haven't really found many other channels like that except for like the Boiling Room. That one's actually pretty decent for live. But yeah, click subscribe and tell them about it. Bring them in. I'll answer any of their questions. Here's the fake out reversal move I'm talking about here. That's why you don't want to, that's why you always want to map things to potential different angles, so you can see what's likely to happen next and not get faked out and get burned like a noob trader, right? Even if you are a noob, you can still avoid getting burned like one, just by trying to, you know, draw things and look at things in a way that will take the emotions out of it and really let you see things clear. Now, as you can see here, we did get the reversal, but then it rejected it as resistance. So this could turn into a situation where it fails. But you see the situation here. Now it's trapped in this triangle right here. I did not click buy. Patience is everything. We are at support, but we need it to be confirmed as support and not buy into a scenario that looks like it's just going to dump. Okay, so as this starts to hold, the longer it really starts to hold. We had a test here, a move up, a pullback, a move up, now low volume. I mean, you could chance buy it here if you really are confident. You're feeling confident it's going to break up to the top side, which it could, and you're buying pretty low. If you do that, you want to have your sell relatively, you know, close by. You won't lose much on Dogecoin side. You've got a support nearby. And so I'm contemplating hitting buy. Whether or not I'm right or wrong is not the point. It's buying at good places where you can trade off of it properly. You know what I mean? You can't, all you can do is what you can do, which is technical analysis and map out your chart and find good buy spots. High conviction buy spots with a lot on your side that's in your favor. Does not mean you're going to be right every time. As long as you are at a good spot, that means you can cut your loss extremely small and almost not even see the loss. But then if you're right, you can ride that up. That's how good traders trade. And it's looking a little more positive here, not going to lie. Bit of a curve around. If you wanted to buy in right now, that's fine, like I said, and you could have a stop loss set anywhere in this area once it's confirmed that you're wrong. But if it's right, you just hold that thing. I really don't like 1 minute that much. Okay, here we go. Let's just use, I mean the 2. Let's use the 1. See if this holds at the 200 EMA. Let me read some comments here while we wait for this pattern to decide what it's going to do, but keep your eye on the chart. If you're trading this short term, definitely keep your eye on the chart as well. Have I looked? Oh, I missed that. Yeah, we can definitely break $1 by the end of the year if things go our way. And that is the conversation that I haven't gotten to be able to. Okay. This looks pretty decent. The key is to not get faked out. You know what I mean? Fake outs are extremely common. As you can see, we're getting some resistance here. Do you see how perfect that is? How we're getting those resistances at the key levels of resistance that we mapped out from both angles. It's almost perfect except for this one right here. We're looking okay, like we're holding decent. Even though this looks technically bearish, we're also not selling off. On the 1 minute, we're holding above 25 cents. It's just slow. Sometimes you just take a guess at it. Like I said, you could buy in. If it looks like you're wrong, you could sell. What do you lose? 0.001 cent on Doge. You know what I mean? It's not that risky. Bit of a breakout. If this confirms, it might take off. I do have my thing set up so I can just swipe to execute. So if I feel it, I might do it, and then I'll just wait, see if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I cut at almost no loss, and then we try again at the next obvious level. That's just how it is. You almost lose no money, even if you were wrong. But then when you are right, you could just hold it, ride the wave out, and cash out. So it looks like it wants to hold the top side of this now as support, but it's not quite there yet. Just being a little cautious. I'm trying to read comments, but every time I look away, and look at that, 140 people in the stream. Thank you to Agus. Hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget, all 140 of you, click subscribe. If you're new to the channel right now, I haven't seen you before. I know a lot of you are busy. Some of you watch the stream while you're working, but just pull your phone out, click subscribe right now before you forget. And then when we go live next, whether something crazy happens later on tonight you know, I'll be live again. You'll be in that stream. Or if it's just the one tomorrow, I do live streams every single day. So if you want to catch the next one, subscribe and you'll be here if you want to. All right, and this is why I didn't quite buy in yet. I wanted more confirmation. But here it's doing another test of support. You can see on DOGECOIN side, it looks a little stronger than the Bitcoin drop off here. We'll see if this is a fake out sell-off. It doesn't look like it. But wait till the candle closes. You'd be surprised. Sometimes you end up with a rejection wick at the bottom of these candles that fake you out, and then it still goes up. Like that. But then usually the body of the candle would have recovered. It didn't quite do it. So this could be an actual sell-off here. Nothing wrong with cutting if you no longer feel confident here. Because the candle closed below the support line. And then you wait to see what happens next. But you don't, you know, you want to be patient because you don't want to keep doing that over and over again. It's okay to be wrong like once or twice. But if you keep doing it over and over, just let yourself get faked out and faked out and faked out and faked out. Those losses do add up. So that's why if you see the price action just starts to look a little shaky, then just take a step back and wait it out a little bit longer if you realize that it's just trying to fake you out. But I didn't even execute there. I didn't feel confident in that. It had a nice setup, but that's the reason I didn't buy. I've seen that happen way too many times. So I'm still on the sidelines. Hopefully you guys are too. And we'll see where this drops to. Will we see a recovery? Let me read some comments here. Don't forget when I said set a stop loss, my line was like right about here. Just in case on the sell-off there is a reversal, usually you put your stop loss at like the next support line. That's usually the best place. Now, this does look like it's selling off and it's just going to hit this now as resistance and then continue down. But in the case that wasn't, you were really looking for a longer term play, it's okay to be a little bit conservative with your stop and not just sell off instantly. We'll see what happens now. It does look like it wants to reverse still. So, all right, comments here. I think we can, I read that one. Bottom out, save your money, folks. What's going on, Johnny? Johnny Gayton. Zaki says, breakout there. I know, right? All eyes on the charts. Have I looked into Electronium? No, I actually haven't even heard of it. I will check it out, though. Got to be a sell wall at 33.6. Breakout? Yes, sir. Stankus says, uh-oh. There we go. Yep, we did make that big run up to, you know, Stankus and Zaki. We did, for sure. Banks are in trouble. What saved them was coins crashed. Interesting perspective. Interesting. Could be a fake out. That initial breakout wasn't much of one, but this move right here could be like a multiple level one. You know, the breakout up, this whole thing, the fail, and then there could be a recovery. That's why you just play this slow. There's no rush. Look at Doge. How much has it moved from where it started from to where it is now? 0.003 cents. Nothing. $0.003. Wait a minute. 0.00. Yes. Decimal points are hard, I guess. Just going to skip down because some of these comments were back from what happened like 10 minutes ago, and we kind of addressed them as we spoke a bit. All silent points. Appreciate that. Hype it, Brett. This could be manipulation. Could have been. Or it could have just been whales starting to feel a little more confident. Don't forget, the whole point of the Wyckoff pattern is for institutional investors to start scaling in and testing the waters for the reversal. It's set up for them. That's why Wyckoff exposed that, because he got so annoyed with institutions. All right, and here's the reversal. The fake sell-off reversal I just mentioned. See, as I say these things, they happen. This is how common it is. It's like, eventually, these things get old. You get the breakout. The breakout traders brought here. FOMO bought in, started to reverse. They panicked, sold, waited. Maybe they bought back in on reconfirmation of support. Then they saw this happening. They sold on the sell-off, and now they're going to see this happen again, and they buy back in. At this point, they probably lost a couple $100. It's how retail traders lose money. Patience is key. Is that the Binance chart I use? No, I always use Webull chart. If Webull's down, I then use TradingView, but then I go back to Webull. Webull's just, it's the best balance of speed, user friendliness, and feature set for me. I don't use the extra stuff that TradingView has, even though I do pay for the better chart. I ended up not really. And now check that out. The next fake out. Man, people, look at all that money gone. Noobs right now are throwing their phones at the wall. How is this possible? Smarter people are sitting on the sideline. Hey, thank you, Skydive, for deleting those. I was not scrolled down that far yet. Wow, I'm really far behind in comments. They all just loaded. Man, I'm that far up. Let me speed run through these guys. My apologies. My YouTube didn't tell me all those comments were there till 1 second ago. They just all dropped below me. I have a lot of comments to read. Hello, Skydive. What's going on? Amazing bro at the stankest. Follow my instincts. Bought about 10 minutes ago. Cool. Still plenty to average down though. I'm not all the way convinced. 2.99. Is it 2.99? 2.99K? I haven't even looked. 3,000? No way. Did I hit 3,000? Yo, 3,008 subscribers. Guys, thank you. I started today off with 2,940. That means like 70 people have subscribed today. Thank you so much for all of your support. I did not expect to hit that goal. I told everybody my goal end date was yesterday, but that was not true in my head. I was kind of thinking, since I said by July 1st, that really that would mean by the end of the day, July 1st was my wiggle room I'd give myself. And we grinded and we did it. This stream is like 3 hours already, and I have not eaten. What have I eaten today? I had a salad. So I'm pretty hungry. Thank you all for supporting me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Don't forget, all 130 of you, if any of you, yes, you, if you're thinking, wait, he can't be talking to me. You, if you have not subscribed yet and you're enjoying the stream, consider clicking that subscribe button. There's no harm in subscribing to channels and then checking them out later. If you don't like them, you can always unsub. But it would be a tragedy for me to not see you guys in the next stream if you're enjoying the content. So consider clicking that button. Only takes a moment. And back to comments we go. Whew. Anthony Cologne says bullish. Are you? Cool. That is a perfectly good angle to have. It's literally 50-50 at this point with, in my opinion, there's more chance that we go up than down. Maybe I like to go against the norm, right? But I'm still bearish. And that's just because of what I've seen overall. And I think there's too many people relying on one freaking pattern, and they're not considering the fact that we could break it and then the market crash. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. But I'm more so just bearish off of what I saw over the last couple weeks. But if we do continue moving up here, by no means should you continue to be bearish like if things are looking bullish. That's just my personal perspective. Lover Lovable Funny One said, thank you so much for subscribing. And David Aguirre, thank you. Much appreciated. And thank you again, Box of Monsters, for that sub. We broke 3,000 subs on stream here with like 200 people in the stream. That's awesome. Geez, what did I miss? 2 live streams? Oh my, yeah, you did. 34K testing coming. Yeah, and that's exactly where we pulled back. Hard rejection there too. Not super hard, but you know, we're still selling off after that, so that's interesting. The one thing to note though is we haven't started like dumping yet, but I mean this candle or next one could be the big red. Takes us to 200 EMA. We'll see. Oh dang, second breakout baby, bullish engulfment. Everyone looking hype. Man, I'm so far behind. Bullish, that was my in. Mari killing the game. Appreciate that, Tristan. We have only gone up $300 on Bitcoin, so I think Doge is fine. Yeah, Doge is chilling. That's why I said when you zoom in, when you're on the 1 minute time frame, that's when it's really easy for FOMO to kick in. When you zoom out, put things on the normal time frame, which let's just say 30 minutes is the summary, you would have been stressing over this move. Can you even see that? From a 30-minute time frame, which isn't even that far out. This move right here, you would have been panicked. You would have FOMO bought in to that move. That's why it's good to really take a step back. I only have it zoomed in so that you guys can see the price action that well. But this move right there was that move. Actually, it was less than that. Can't even see it. But when you're making an entry, this is the good time frame to go to for a buy-in. Okay, looks like they want to reverse here. We'll see. Am I losing weight? I look good. Yeah, actually I am. I've lost like 12 pounds in the last couple, like 2 weeks. But I appreciate that. I definitely feel way lighter. And I think my face is more slender. It definitely is, because I looked at like a picture I took like 3 weeks ago. And I was like, what? It's funny. Even when I made that, you see my profile picture that I made my, I animated? Even on there, that was before I lost weight. You could just tell that my face was a little wider, like here. So that was only like 3-4 weeks ago. It's kind of funny. Some more comments here. We have, oh yeah, we read that. It needs to be convinced as well. Exactly. Doge will follow. It will. It absolutely will. It just needs to be thoroughly convinced. Like you guys said, you're on the right page. Seems this is the day you can bring up the subscriber count. Yeah, I mean, we definitely did, and that's awesome. Back, any changes? Not really. I mean, we broke out of that little channel we were looking at for who knows how long. Right here. We did break out of that. So that's cool. Leave it to Webull to make me have to do all this work to get back. We broke out of that to the top side. Now it's what are we going to do next? You can see on the 30-minute time frame, massive rejection wick of the 34,000. This coin could end up coming back down. I mean, this candle come down, fall through, and dump off. This could have been a fake out breakout. That's what I like to call it. And that's exactly what it could be, a fake breakout. Choom. I've seen it happen a lot. Let's keep this on a slightly better time frame here. Like, I don't know. Let's do 5 minutes. That's a good time frame. And then we can do this. Look for a break above this price action. This is looking pretty bearish right here. 100 likes. Yeah, you guys went crazy today. I hit 3K. Thank you again, guys, so much. Thank you. That is awesome. You guys just rocketed me to my goal. Appreciate that. 3K was my June goal, and we just flew by it. Thank you. Saki says, what happens if altcoins rubber banded following Bitcoins? Does that mean that every altcoin out there follows? Yep. So mostly the altcoins that follow Bitcoin are the high market cap ones, the more valuable ones, you could say. The smaller altcoins are much lower market cap. People that buy into those coins usually aren't doing so for fundamental reasons. It's usually because of, you know, hype, trying to pump. So a lot of those coins, they move based more off of, like, you know, they have more meme value, like DOGECOIN used to be. How it could just skyrocket 10 cents from an Elon tweet. That's what the lower market cap guys do, and they don't really look at Bitcoin. It's not that serious for them. But the higher market cap you go, the more likely it is to be following Bitcoin to a T. And the harder it is to move off of just people wanting to move it. Yes, 3K. Do I have a Telegram channel? I don't have a Telegram. What I do have is just a Discord group, a members-only Discord group. If you wanted to join that, and I turned donations off, but if you wanted to donate, the way that I have donations set up is you could basically... Oh, thank you. Dinner. Are you watching my stream? It's like 140 people. Yeah. You're out there now? Okay. There's my sign. Oh, a little bit of a breakout. But yeah. Next to the subscribe button, there's a join button. Instead of donating, if you wanted to contribute to the channel, if you join the membership, I will give you a link to the Discord group, the members only Discord group, as like a thank you to that. Let's bring the time frame down a bit. This is what I'm talking about. Remember what I just said about how Dogecoin will lag? There you go. Start moving up for no reason. There you go. But then we'll see what happens next. But it just gained, like, you know, 1/4 cent there for no reason. But sorry, to answer your question, don't have a Telegram group. I have a Discord group. If you wanted to join the Discord group, you donate the $9.99 subscription thing, which is on the join button next to the subscribe button. Once you join, I will then send you a link to that Discord group. And as long as you're a member of the channel, you stay in the group. You can talk to me 24/7 there, ask questions. You can make requests for videos for you specifically, whatever the heck you want. It gets done. Oh, Quad Up. Thank you. Welcome to the member group, man. I'll go ahead and send you a link. How cool is that? And I will get back to your comments, guys. Sorry, a lot is happening at this very moment. But as you can see, there are some bullish signs coming here. So that's cool. Let me get him a quick link, and then I'll read all your comments. I know I'm lagging behind a bit, but there's a lot of you in here now. It's getting even harder. But I will read your comment. Don't worry. Quad Up, welcome to the member group. What I'll do to get you your link so that no one else snags it is I made it one-time use. The easiest way to grab it is if you go to my channel's homepage, click the community tab. I'm posting it there now for members only to see, which means, you know, obviously members already have a link, so they're not going to take your link. So if you see it, just click it. You'll be in. Easy peasy. Was that the last song of this playlist? We'll get another playlist, but for the moment, oh, view more. There we go. Let's start from here. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way. Don't forget, you don't have to join the member group. I never ask for money, but just click subscribe. That's all. That's it. Just subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the stream, if you're hanging out here and you're having a good time, and you're liking the vibes, liking the conversation, sub. Goes a long way. All right, back to comments. More than 100 likes and 124 watching. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. You guys are here sometimes where there's only like, you know, 10, 15, 20 people. It's 30 people. It's like that sometimes, but it's awesome to have the days where, you know, grinding pays off and we get all 150 of you guys in here. We're chatting it up and I'm helping people and all that. This is what it's all about. Also, I do have a Twitter link in the description if you want more from me in between my multiple uploads and live streams per day. When I'm not live, I'm always on Twitter looking for new news, retweeting that stuff on DOGECOIN, and also letting you guys know like stuff between streams. So there's that. Also, big shout out to, again, Matt Wallace. Really appreciate this. This was 2 days ago in the stream. He did come to my stream. Thank you to Skydive for actually telling him to check it out. But he came in, hyped us up a bit with a Dogecoin to the moon, said, hey, man, it's me. And then he said that he subscribed to the channel and he appreciated the content. So that was pretty awesome. And I always say, if Final Stand Matt Wallace subscribed, click that subscribe button. That's all I'm saying. Unfreeze says, very informative. Thank you. Love the stream. I'm so glad to hear that. Looks like we're about to have a bit of a breakout here on the Bitcoin side. Once it gets above here, I mean, you can consider a move. At this point, though, on Dogecoin, it looks like it's trying to do a cup and handle, as you can probably see, which means if Bitcoin gets to the top side here, it'll probably pull back, and that'll line up perfectly with the cup and handle move on the Doge side. And then there could be the move up. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. I will hide that for now, though, just so it's not in the way. Other scenario, Bitcoin can't get back to the other side of this trend line, which actually looks a little sloppy now. So let's fix that up a bit. And then there's just sell-off here. Here we go. This is a pretty good angle, I think. All right, let's power read some comments for you guys before I get like 100 comments behind or more. I think I already am 100 behind. Zaki, yes. Hey, how's the weather where you are? I heard it's going through heat wave. Yeah, I'm over in North Carolina, US, and it is like 85 degrees here. Very, very humid. Today was not pleasant, I will say. You're helping a lot, man. Appreciate your help. I'm 18, new to crypto, first investment, and I did is in Doge, and you're the most helpful, man. Thanks. I really, really appreciate that. Glad to hear that too. I know a lot of you are brand new to trading, and that's exactly what this channel is about too. Helping those that are, you know, intermediate advanced too, you know, sharing perspective, but then the new guys, teaching you guys how to trade profitably. It's a great thing to learn. Do I have, oh yeah, I answered that one for Shankar. Goodness Mean says, will Doge grow fast this July? It should. It really should. July into August should be great months for cryptocurrency. Just keep an eye out. We're going to see some crazy stuff. Tristan says, I literally have so much money listening to this man. He's a whiz. Appreciate that, Tristan. Travis with the rockets to the moon. Hey guys, just so you know, a lot of the people in this channel, and you feel free to ask any of the people that have been here for a while. I have my OGs in here. Skydive, Stankist. I can't see the other names right now. A lot of these guys have been here for a while, and we're either not in or we're at like really high averages and have at the very least been able to average down to get their average cost to where they'll be in profit soon. And the other people have been making money. So for the most part, I'd say like 90%. There's the couple people that every once in a while stray and go their own way. But my goal is to always give information that will almost force you to be profitable by only telling you what the safest entries and exits are. It's really hard to mess it up at that point. And if you do, end up being wrong, it's going to be a very, very small loss that's negligible. All right, bit of a breakout move here from DOGECOIN. This was a bit of a support level near 25, potential buy-in. My only concern is just seeing Bitcoin still underside of this trend line. It is what it is. We'll see if Bitcoin really takes off. It'd be much better to see Bitcoin do one of these and look for a buy there, to be honest. If I'm being perfectly honest with you all. Regardless of the Doge FOMO that might kick in for some of you right about now. Party, 3,000 subs. Woo! Been holding Doge since February. When you seen the baby Doge tweet, you went all in just to find out that it's not even Dogecoin. Yeah. Yeah, man, he's so much helpful subscribed already. Yeah, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Skydive. 100% he cares so much about helping us all. It's what I do. It's why I stream and make these videos. I'm holding since June 1st. Okay, cool. Good time to buy. Are we launching? We look like we're ready to take off, to be honest. We got a nice cup and handle forming here on the Doge side. Looks like we'll break and move as long as Bitcoin is willing. That's the decision maker right there. All right. How many more comments do I... Oh, I don't have that many more comments left. So that's good. We're almost caught up. Comparatively. Let's see. Oh, no, I do. I definitely do. Oh, gosh. It memed me again. I didn't see all these. All right, let me speed read. Yes, Amanda, we're going to the moon. It ain't about how many times you get hit Bitcoin. It's about how many times you get back up. Exactly. I love the info. Awesome, Troy. Glad to hear it. Bitcoin hasn't been this high since before 3 a.m. this morning. Thanks, neither have I. How high can Doge go? Doge short term, you can expect by the end of the year, Doge somewhere near $1. I'm not going to say Doge to $1, but we already know we've been to 75 cents. It's very 74 to be specific. It's very possible that we can at least get back to 74 cents. I don't think anybody's doubting that. Thing is, once we have enough momentum to get there, that's going to start making people think Doge to $1. We will see more buying pressure come in the higher we get at that point. So at that point, Doge to $1 becomes, it's probably just going to at least happen quickly. Whether or not we stay there and hold, because we can expect a really strong sell-off at $1, obviously. That's everyone's price target. But probably Doge to 95 cents. End of the year. Yeah, apparently we have bots. Thank you, Skydive, for handling that. Mod came in clutch there. Yeah, thanks, mods. Nice music, man. Glad you guys like it. I actually pay for this music. Like, it's a special service for YouTube, so you can also like monetize your content and not play YouTube's garbage soundtrack. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the decent quality music, because it is paid, and I don't get paid for my videos really. So I wish I knew this channel before I purchased Dogecoin at a high price. Then I didn't make that stupid investment. Around 60% of your $40,000 investment is painful. Wow, minus 60, but you'll hold until Doge becomes $1. That's a lot of money, man. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, we'll see you back in profit soon. We'll get you there. Yes, welcome everybody. Bro, do you use royalty-free music for your stream? Because if it isn't, and it's mad, bro, great tunes. It actually is royalty-free. It is royalty-free music. I have to pay, like, I don't know, it might be 10 to 15 a month. I can't remember. I stopped looking at it so I wouldn't get upset. But yeah, no, it is royalty-free music. So I can still have my ads going like normal, which are like, one ad a video or something. But also I can play music that's enjoyable to listen to. It's actually good music. Sometimes I play it when I'm not even like live streaming. They have a lot. It's called Epidemic Sound. If you guys ever wanted to know to live stream on your own or something. Good stuff. Hey, Rugal HT. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. A little bit of a fail there from Bitcoin at that level. Yeah, we hit 3K. How crazy is that? Right now we have 100 new people. I'm super happy for me. Thank you. Thank you. Just most of the time? Exactly. As long as you're right most of the time, or even half of the time. Here's the thing. Some people do a 1-to-1. It depends on your risk-reward ratio. It doesn't even have to be a high percentage if you're trading the right way. There's plenty of different trading styles. As long as you're profitable and you're making more money than you lose, that is how you end up being a good trader. And that is what most people think is easy, and they can't pull it off. You only make good moves. Nice, Travis. SLS, what's going on? Everpedia, I'll have to look that up. I haven't even heard of that, to be honest. Perfectly honest. But welcome to the stream, SLS. Glad to see you. Look at that. Oops, how is this possible? Yep. How is this possible? We need volatility. Webull got messed up on Dogecoin a couple times earlier for like 5 minutes. Yeah, it does that sometimes. It could have been was it the outage, the maintenance? They do that from 5:30 to 6:30 Eastern time every day. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Zaki too. Appreciate that. July 1st. Whoop. Sideways. Yeah, the beers. I feel like a proud mama. You're the mama of the stream. Sup, Lark? What's going on? Is she bad yet? No, but I do have to go in a moment. I don't want to get there. I have subbed, but not sure if it notified you. Oh, thank you, Unfreeze, for the sub. It actually did not. If you have here's the thing. If you guys have subscribed, there's a setting on your YouTube account that it'll ask you if you want your subs to be private or public. So if you subscribed and that is set to private, it will not tell anybody when you subscribe to them. So that's why I wouldn't have gotten your notification. But to all of you that did subscribe that I didn't get pinged about, thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate you all. And I see the numbers, even if the name doesn't pop up. I see you guys. I see you here in the chat, and I see the number go up. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Grab a quick sandwich or cereal. I have dinner right here. I'm not, As soon as I catch up on comments, we'll do one last recap, and then, we'll see where we're at. We'll all be chilling here watching the charts for you. I think you like doing this. It shows. I do. I really do. How come what I see and read the news that a lot of possibilities are happening for a bullish forecast for crypto, but why do we see the charts are not as positive as it seems? Everybody is saying Dogecoin to the moon no matter what. Everyone wants to be bullish. You should be bullish on crypto. I wouldn't be overly bullish on crypto long term. I'm bearish. It doesn't really make sense to be. But short term, everyone is saying crypto to the moon, Dogecoin to the moon, Dogecoin to $1 by next month, spamming videos on why Dogecoin is going to go to the moon by next, tomorrow. That is not how things work. We will end up going to the moon, but there are things that happen in between there that we should be well aware of. And that's what this stream's about, is doing the day by day, the week by week. Saying Dogecoin to $3 or $2 or $1, that is technically correct as a possibility, but the time in between, nobody's talking about that. Of course, Dogecoin is going to go up eventually at this rate. That's inevitable. That doesn't take much to figure out. So it's the easy way out, and it's the way to get views. So that's why you see a lot of that. A lot of views, a lot of people clicking. Channel growing. Proud of you, dude. Thank you. Is that a bullish flag forming in for Dogecoin? It's okay. It's holding at the 200 EMA, so that's all that counts right now. That is a little bit... This whole thing right here is a little bearish. I don't like that much. We'll see if this can hold and break up hard. That's what we need. I don't like that pattern, though. I've seen bad things with that. I've seen good and bad. It doesn't really matter. Let's just see if we break out. Good here on Bitcoin, though. This is good. Let's be as conservative as possible with our line. That is right about there. See how that plays out. As you can see, volume did die off right here, which means people aren't sure what's going to happen next. They're not comfortable selling or buying. They're watching the chart. 3K subscribers. Mario's officially a hype streamer. No hype. Just a lot of people. I want to see that bounce too. You lose it from your face before a lot of places. Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go again. Someone really doesn't want to buy Bitcoin to go up. Okay, looks like a bit of a fail coming here. That's why I don't really like that pattern, but we'll see if it plays out. Maybe Trump. El Salvador has a town that only has Bitcoin ATMs. That's crazy. That's awesome. Should you buy when it's red or green? Ideally, you buy on green candles. That's really the safest way to do it. On confirmation that it's holding, and then on a green candle down low by the support area. You're funny. Yeah, in at 245, but only 1,000 coins. Never look at 5, 15, 30-minute charts. Yeah, I look at 1, 3, and then usually the 30 and the 4 hour. The 5 is kind of awkward. The 15 is a little awkward as well. The 30 I really like on cryptocurrency. Tell my girl I said hi. I will. I actually don't have a son, but I'll tell the girl. No kids. No kids yet. Doge has been stubborn today, holding its own. Yep. Had a link to Discord first night when it was free, but now my link says Discord missing. I'll get you a link, kid. Do you follow me on Twitter or Instagram? That would be the easiest way to get you a link without it getting snubbed. Daily, weekly. Definitely check out the 3-minute. 3-minute is the money maker on crypto. 3-minute and 30-minute and 4 hour. Those are my favorites. 1 minute if you're ready to make an actual entry, buy or sell. Still going, Energizer Bunny? Man, I'm tired, bro. My back, it does hurt. I've been sitting like this, and I don't know. I'm a gamer as well. I've got that posture, you know what I mean? So, we want to meet your girlfriend. She might be on. I've always told her to hang out in the room, but she doesn't want to be back here. Oh, ain't that amazing? Son bringing in food in silence, opening the door. Adorable man, really? That was actually my wife. I wish it was. Well, let me not say that. If she's watching the stream, she might be like, did you say you wish it was your son? Kid? That the market is manipulated, too risky to short or long. You better get something to eat. Yeah, I will, guys. I will. We still have 120 people here. Thank you for hanging out while I catch up on comments, everybody. Like I said, I read every comment. Congrats. Thank you. Missed that. Thank you. Welcome, Quad. Hey, yeah. Welcome back, Quad. And welcome to the super member group. Sorry you're back. Hello. Had to do hubby duties. Understand. Same here. Junior. Hey, what's up, Junior? Samuel, let's go. Let's go to the moon. You look like dude from Fresh Prince. Oh my gosh. Not again. Not Carlton. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. He subbed too. Oh, there's a couple more. Madi Castle, thank you so much for subscribing. And Samantha Pashika, thank you. The notification sound, sometimes it doesn't ping loud enough. I didn't hear it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, both of you. Okay. Recovery. We'll see. This could be it. We'll see. If you're looking for buys or sells, I mean, obviously, like I said, buy at some support line and make a good, wait it out. That could be here, and wait, see what happens next. Just give it some breathing room. Let the play itself out. There's nothing wrong with buying here. You're at a support line. Bitcoin's starting to loop around. Just keep in mind there are potential reversal areas, and there's also the chance that this goes down, in which case you just have to prepare your sell and then take a step back, regroup. Don't just start buying and selling and buying and selling and buying. Don't do that whole thing. Limit yourself. But you can absolutely buy at a support level and wait it out. Totally understand, Troy. Let's flatten out and cup around Bitcoin. Yes. Oh, you sent them over? Nice. Appreciate that, Troy. I knew they were going to drag this out sideways. They're killing us. Every single time we live stream Bitcoin, it gets dragged out so long. Oh, this is looking a little bullish here. This will probably reverse here. Before things start getting too high, though, I am just going to place a quick buy. Not saying this is the time to buy in, and I'm not saying this doesn't go back down, but I did want to be in just in case, and I want to buy before any kind of potential rocket takes off. So I'm just going to buy in here. This is support. We're still very close. That's like 1/10 of a cent, and then I can just have support be right here. It's not a bad spot. Looks like we're trying to also cup and handle on Bitcoin. Looks a little bullish here. So in my opinion, it's a low risk opportunity. If I'm wrong, I'll cut at a very small loss. Oh, well, we'll try again later. It is what it is. But I did just enter on my scalping account. We'll see what happens. Oh man, I'm so far behind. Do I use the Webull web browser or download? I use both. So on desktop, when I'm streaming, I use this, but then as soon as I stop streaming and I leave the office, I have it on my phone. And then I use Robinhood to execute the trades, the Robinhood app, but I use Webull charts on my phone. Low volume, yeah. 125 viewers, consistent. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out and subscribing, all of you. Thank you to Disaster Dave. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that support. You look at such small time frames only when the stream is going. Because if I had it on 30-minute time frame right now, no one would want to look at that chart. So I do keep it 1 minute or 3 minute when I'm live streaming so that it's not boring. But then it's 3 minutes or 30 minutes when I'm off stream, if that makes sense. Because if I did this, no one's going to want to look at that chart. You know what I mean? One candle every 30 minutes. It's like watching a snail do a race. Here we go. Here's the potential breakout that I bought in for. You just never know what's going to happen. Buy at support, see what happens. You could be wrong or you could be right. Now we'll just see if this does a pullback, takes off. This is a nice cup and handle looking thing. So, and it also looks bullish on Bitcoin. So will Bitcoin make it past this? If so, that could be good news. If not, I'm just going to wait for it to play out. If I'm wrong, I'll cut. It is what it is. You're also in North Carolina, right? Awesome. Awesome. What area? I'm like Charlotte area. PJ says cooler heads prevail as usual. You got to take emotion out of trading or else you will fail. Emotional traders are traders that fail. I see there's more bulls than bears in here, but I know all of you in here love Doge, right? You're looking to jump in at 23 cents if it gets there. We may never see that again. Don't forget we're only 1 cent away. I always say don't get too greedy over your cents. You know, if it's just 1 or 2 cents, consider the other scenario where it doesn't pull back again, and then you have to try and decide, buy in at 27, 28. And now instead of buying, you want at 23, you buy 24. Now you have to buy like, near 30. And at that point, it's an awkward buy-in because you're near resistance and then high chance of reversal. So just keep that in mind. Absolutely, Richard. Let's watch some Doomer YouTube clips. I can't. Marlon, you better buy in this time or I'm taking a road trip to NC. All right. Yeah, I just bought in. We'll see if it pays off. This could, especially with the Bitcoin move here, it looks like it rejected actually. So this could just be a sell-off coming, And at that point, like I said, we just cut. It's not a big deal. Not every trade goes your way. If it starts going too far in the right direction, break even sell. We all know the channel is growing when we start seeing those greedy spammers. True, true, true. Let's go Dogecoin. Absolutely. Music's good, good. Sam, what's up? What'd you miss? Just watching the chart. What's up, Mickey? Lack of volume is why we aren't taking off. You just like Doge. Epidemic is awesome. I love them. Yeah, you know them? Yeah, they're good. Doing bomb hits? Okay. Thank you, Quad Up. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Sid Mishra. Good morning, 6:30 in India. Awesome. Hello from the United States. Thank you for hanging out. It is looking a little sideways fast. Hey, what's going up, Mr. Helm? Welcome back. It's just been one of those streams, man. We have like 130 people, and I've just kept it rolling, but I am about to leave. Don't forget, guys, if you do have to go, or once I leave, click subscribe. Don't forget. Don't forget. I don't want you to regret that. There's few channels, and I just know this from experience, that do these kind of live streams and cover this kind of content. So just add me to your list. Click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. It just takes 1 second to click that button. I would hate for you to lose the channel. Wasn't built in today. Yeah. Thought you were leaving, bro. Do I prefer candle or line? Absolutely candle. Candle gives you like 50 times more information than line chart does. Absolutely candle. Any experienced trader will tell you candle chart is, in general, going to be more effective for you. It just takes some learning to figure out how to read it properly. You sold some Doge, bought one more ETH. Do I think Doge has higher upscale short term? Absolutely. ETH has consistent, almost guaranteed 2 to 3x potential short term, where Dogecoin's like 4 to 5x. And much more volatility on Doge as well, so more scalping opportunity. But ETH is a great longer term investment, don't get me wrong. But if you're trying to do a more volatile, multiple, slightly more risky, but also higher reward play, that's going to be your Dogecoin. Either one's fine, though. I wanted to diversify in ETH as well. I'm pretty new in crypto market, a college student. What should be your strategy? It depends on how much you're looking to invest, but definitely looking at something higher market cap if you don't want to get too risky. And buying any of the top 10 market cap cryptos, go to coinmarketcap.com and start looking at some of those. That's going to be Cardano, Dogecoin, Ethereum. Those are pretty safe-ish investments. as long as you're buying at the right moments, you know, buying low like we are right now. We get hype when we're taking profit. Yep, patience is key. You have limited money from your stipend. You may be Trump's friends. Pretty low into crypto. Oh yeah, I answered that one for you. Crypto's volatile but risky. Thank you, Helm. Yeah, I'm just catching up. Buy high, sell low. That's a good way to lose money. Learn everything you can and practice paper trading. Yes, paper trade. If you're getting into like constant trading, paper trade. Oh, you meant my dog? Oh yeah, my dog. She's a little cutie. Yeah, that's not the move. What do I play? Usually League of Legends, but I really haven't been gaming recently. I haven't had time. I do my 9 to 5, and I am either researching and making a video while I'm working my day job, or after the job ends, I go right to live stream. There hasn't been much time to do anything else. Crazy Crypto, new to the channel. What's up? What's going on, Disaster Dave? Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that, man. All right, just a couple more comments here. I'm not gonna lie, this music's decent. To be royalty free, respect. Yeah, you have to pay like $10 a month, but I mean, you have to do the same thing for like Spotify anyway, right? Skip commercials. It's actually better than the YouTube playlist I was playing before, so you know, cool. Buy highs, sell lows, lowering your tax burden. Reversing your capital gain stacks, taking wash loss. A Evergreen Hail. Got you posting on Twitter as well. Thank you. Hi, Dave. Again. What's up, Alex Rodriguez? What's going on, man? You just viewed the stream and quickly subbed. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you to all of you. I know there's a lot of you that are like reluctant to subscribe, but please don't be. There's no harm in it, honestly. If I pop up in your stream again and you don't like the next stream or something, you can always just unsubscribe. But if you're hanging around, obviously you're enjoying the content. So just click that button, and that way you'll actually catch my next video. It's all about patience. Yes. Am I on Insta? We'll make a crypto group. I am. I'm mostly on Twitter though, or the Discord group. I don't know if I can really diversify my time to much more groups, to be honest. But if you guys want to chat with me pretty much all day, I'm in the Discord group. You just got to join the member group. It is, you know, at a cost, but I do have to have some kind of limit on what I end up doing, or else I'll never be able to live stream if I'm devoting too much time to just, you know, everything, you know. Can I watch the Keybot on here? I'll watch it. I'll have to do it tomorrow because I do have to run. C-Pop ran from 12 to 78 2 days. Similar to what? Interesting. James Ashburn, what's up? And NASCAR All Out. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Good to have you here. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. You were there for the Matt Wallace stream. That was hilarious. Welcome back, James. Oh, yeah, you were. We talked about it. Sorry. FA613. Let's go to the moon. Raleigh. Oh, so you're pretty close. Just a couple hours away. Stankus says, if we cup around and break 34K Bitcoin, I'm convinced. Yeah, we just need to see if it holds above this level at this point. This little horizontal support that started to form. As long as we can do that and stay above the 200 EMA as well, really shorter term, this support line. If not, I might just go ahead and sell and look for a re-entry later. I'm not trying to ride out too much of a loss here. Like I said, it was a low risk play, so I'm not going to make it more risky by not selling when I should. I like the way you do business. Thank you. Skydive playing battle bots. Poll just went to 200 votes. Okay, let's check that out in a sec. Hey, Wandy, good to see you again as well. Silk Pharmacy, what's up? Can I ask what is my price prediction for Doge in 5 years? I can't say 5 years because we don't know where crypto will be in 5 years. You know what I mean? Will Dogecoin even be the market leader in retail exchanges by that point once people get over the hype of Doge? Because, I mean, we've got not just the hype of a new retail coin, but then also the hype between, you know, from Elon Musk, from people in the industry that are promoting it, and then from the dog and the name. There's going to be competition in 5 years. So I can't tell you, you know, it would be, I'm going to say within 2 to 3 years, Dogecoin's going to have stiff competition, and it's not going to be the only coin being considered for retail transactions. So for that reason, even going out that far, I can't give you a price prediction, but I do know by the end of the year, we should be at about $1. And next year, you know, sometime we'll probably be going $150, $2 with an absolute ceiling potential wise at somewhere around $3, just given what's next up. And that's Ethereum's market cap. If we don't pass that and we stayed in third place, there's room up to about $3.30 on Dogecoin. Anything higher than that is really getting to unreasonable territory. But I'd say realistically $1 to $2 by sometime into this year, into next year. And after that, we're just going to have to see where crypto is at that time. You can't start going too far out with crypto. It's way too new. And we'd just be pulling numbers out the air, because crypto could be irrelevant in 3 years, or it could be the thing, or Dogecoin could be irrelevant, and there could be XRP that everyone wants, or baby Doge came out of nowhere and is now 50 times better than Dogecoin, and Elon's backing that. We have no idea. So I can't pull a number out the air for you like that. I'm new to this mostly. I've been trading since about January. If you invest in Bitcoin, you're buying what exactly? You sold a partial share, but you can't drop 30K. Bitcoin, you're just investing in a store of value. It's basically digital gold, the way they set it up, and everybody agrees with the way it's set up. So it's holding its value as everyone agrees that it is what it should be. It's weird when it comes to digital currency. It's nothing you can hold, but it's one of those faith-like things, Basically, you're investing in a coin that is set up to go up in value exponentially over time, and potentially multiple X by, next year. End of the year projections were 100K, going into next year and the year after and the year after that, closer to like 200, 300, 400, 500,000. So that's just the way that it's set up. And I'll explain that next live stream. I do have to try and wrap up here. Line chart, aka new chart. Yes, true, technically true. Love your videos, man. Keep up the good work. Keep the community happy. Thank you, Josh Craven. Not a great move on that pullback, but we are curling around, so hopefully it'll keep going. Yeah. Can we get a final overview before you get off stream? Yeah. Levi says, I can't help but think you have some fans out there that would be willing to make some sick beats for your streams just out of pure support. That would be awesome. I'd play them 100%. I hope you're real. I have unsubscribed to all YouTube. I hope you're real. I have unsubscribed to all crypto YouTubers. Thank you, SP. I'm real. I'm here. 100%. Yeah, glad you're here. I know what's going to happen. We're all going to go to, and it's going to be red, probably. I've got to start looking at a sell here, because things are, well, we're now. Yeah, I'm sticking to my plan. Okay, Sandeep Verma. Yep. Hey, tuned out for a little anything big? No, we broke above the support resistance line here. Made a nice move, rejected off 34,000. Now we're consolidating here at about 33.6, which was resistance before. So now we're on the top side, proving it as support. And if that can hold, we should then see another bounce up, honestly. Upshot released a coin, a BSC token, Upcoin. Yeah, upcoin.world. Yeah, I looked at that. It looks pretty interesting. I want to look into uh-oh, now my earbuds are dying. It must be time. VeChain. Yeah, I heard about VeChain. I'll look into that as well. There's so many of them. Just use Trust Wallet. It's pretty easy. WestP, we are very chill. Yep, absolutely. It has massive supply though, so it's not really a moon coin. Okay. Right. Did you, Zaki? Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Unsub to some of those others and sub to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. That just means a lot. Of course, I'm not like, it's not like, hey, unsub from your other channels. But anytime you actually trust me that much that you would do something like that, that means a lot. All right, bit of a fail of the support line here. It's not a good sign. I didn't like the way this was testing anyway. So, I'm about to cut if things start looking still bad. We're already halfway to the EMA, so already almost there. Actually, better to do that if you ain't lazy. All right, guys, I somehow managed to catch up on comments. Thank you for bearing with me. Still 100 people here while I read through a million comments, so that's awesome. Don't forget, subscribe, okay? That's just what I'm going to say here. Now, let's just do a last recap here as we close out. So, as you can see, there's this little scenario here. We talked about the Wyckoff distribution pattern. That's what we're all here to watch. And that was to see, are we going to follow through with the last stage of the pattern that happens before the supposed takeoff, which is the absolute low, the high, the higher low, the higher high, the higher low, which is the last higher low, the last dip before an actual takeoff, comes back to here, does this, and then takes off for good, never comes back. According to Wyckoff distribution pattern right here, we're here at 33,000. It's supposed to be a breakout to 36, a move higher, pull back, and this will probably be 42,000 to 40-ish, 39, and then a break back to where we came from. Right there. And we're right here, which is the moment of truth. If we don't hold going into tomorrow on this pattern and we start to fail it, people will start to panic, because people are bullish thinking we're still following the Wyckoff reversal. If we stop following the Wyckoff reversal, people are going to lose faith that we are reversing and they're going to start selling. Panic selling at low support levels equals crashing when we start making new lows. That's why there's concern. That's why this title was what it was and is what it is. Now, shorter term time frame, we did start to break out of this consolidation. We had like a bullish flag here and a bit of a triangle. We broke to the top side. As you can see on a higher time frame though, this was a strong move out, but with a big massive rejection wick here, pushed us right back down. Now we see like almost a doji candle here in the middle, and now a big red candle right here, and it looks like we're selling off. This could have been the breakout fake out that I was talking about, where you have a candle, a pattern forming, break out the top bullishly, it's a bear trap, you end up selling off and end up crashing back through support, and then starting to head all the way back down to here, and then you start going to the bottom side instead of the upside. All right, timeout. Report for spam. Okay, cool. And thank you, Scott. I saw you were on that as well. So yes, so that could be what's happening here. We need to keep an eye. We need to see, does this hold on the top side of this trend line? Just feel free to draw it out on your own chart. Do we hold on the top side and reverse up, or do we crash through and start looking bearish again? We go back into the triangle, do a bounce, head down. If that happens, bad things could be happening, especially if we then get here and do another dead bounce down towards 31,000. So basically, use like a 3 to 15 to 30 minute time frame. Keep your eye on Bitcoin, see what it does. That will tell you what Dogecoin is going to do next, and then we'll be able to see, you know, what to do from there. So guys, I do really have to run. It's getting really late, and I don't want anyone to be really upset with me here. So a couple more comments. Simplex, you'll load up on BNB. Have a great day to you too, Sandeep. What time frame is the Wyckoff supposed to be viewed on though? Daily? Some people were saying 8 hours, probably 8 hours. I was using 4 because that's all Webull gives me, but people are saying 8. Right. Yes, so the poll, basically, at this point, what we've seen so far, 213 votes. Do we think it's going to follow the Wyckoff and go up like we just discussed, or is it going to end up crashing to the bottom side? So far, 66% of the 215 votes we're going up, and then 34 still think that we're going down. And we will come back tomorrow and see who was right. That should be pretty interesting. Don't forget, link in the description if you want to follow me on Twitter. I'll be posting after this video more updates there on Twitter, of course. But then, last time I say it, click subscribe to catch me in the next video, in the next live stream, which will be tomorrow. So again, thank you all for hanging out. Quad Up, appreciate you for your support. Zaki, Sandeep, Stankist, everybody, Skydive, and all of you. Thank you for being so supportive tonight, all 100 of you in the stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next live stream. Have a good night.